Okay. Look, everything is just about ready to start. The levels is good. The levels is good. The levels is good. Water boy. Create a room by inviting others.
Sorry, B. I tried. Honest.
Okay.
All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained. No lag, no lag. Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live. Always knew I'd take the pod there. Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers. Well, maybe not the last. Munchkin got good mic skills. New, improved MyT Podcaster. Potted down now. Last call for drinks. Bars closing. Sun's out. Heard the casino got a...
Hey, yo, what are you doing? That's the wrong one, B. Run that back. Stop. Give me the right one.
Okay. Big man, you want to hear some hot takes? Let's see how vocal.
Wow.
You know something about podcasts? Hey, bodega, man. Keep getting me on one, man. I got these 3 drunk uncles with a sports podcast. They say they got fire takes, pure fuego. You find them wherever you listen to podcasts at. If it's what they say it is, you like them, you subscribe. Listen, like, and subscribe, yeah.
Only built for
You know how
Cuban
to
links.
call into the show? Yeah, man. Do the
Oh, I
podcast.
need my bud.
You'll need headphones with a mic to call it.
Come here, bud.
That's no problem.
My buddy.
Hello,
my
Sophie
buddy.
at Sharky.
Wherever I go.
8:07 p.m. on the first
buddy.
Wednesdays of the
My
month.
buddy.
You make that
When I
super
straight out the window.
My
buddy.
My
buddy.
It's a soul.
Wherever I go, he
If
goes my
anything
buddy.
happens in the sports world, MyT's gonna drop a take faster than a rabbit gets falls. There's only 3 things I have in this world. My word, my balls, and this podcast. And I don't break them for nobody. MyT Sports.
Let's get you guys behind the curtain. Let's see how this new camera's gonna be working today. There we go. Good evening, and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Talento Montela. Yo, it is another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. When I say, yo, it's been hotter than gorilla balls over a volcano kind of shit. We're talking about atta, yo. Atta, yo. So don't you fight it. Whew. You can't even fight the kind of heat we've been having today. But yeah, it's another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. We're coming at you live and direct again from South Florida. Recording again. This is officially May 20th. You're listening to Volume 7. Episode 102. See all that shit down there? Track 435 of the MyT Sports Podcast. They said we was going to have highs today of like 90, lows today was 73. We had a 100% chance of rain today. Well, at least where I was at. I figure, right? Like, if it rained that day, I can't come out here and say, yo, we have a 50% chance of rain today. I only could say 50% chance of rain today if I feel like it's still good. If it hasn't rained yet, and we still gonna get some rain before this podcast is over. That really should be the only time I should say 50% chance of rain. But it depends on what side of Florida you living at, because you could be right here in Tamarack, Florida, and right here in Miami, Florida, you got no rain, or you could be right here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, or right here in Cold Springs, Florida, and you have no rain. You could be in Orlando, Florida, and you could definitely be in Little Havana, Little Cuba, You know what I mean? And the two places have no, you know what I mean? And one place we ran in no place. But we talk about the South Florida period. You could be in one place in South Florida, and somebody else could be right across the street, and they have no rain. So I guess it's 50% chance of rain depending on what side of the street you on. You see Luka still rocking his Scarface. Hey yo, Luka, how you get that scar? That scar? Yeah, I got it from eating pussy. How you get a scar like that from eating pussy? We'll talk about that later on the podcast, right? Because I'm telling you right now, we got Nick Satan showing his colors. Luka may be in trouble. I may have come to a horrific reality over the last couple of days, right? You see Charles Barkley, dribble, right inside the 3-point line. Pull up over David Robinson like, you can't guard me. On this day in 1993, Charles Barkley got his spot in the series clinching jumper to send the Suns into the Western Conference Finals. Also on this day, who else dropped buckets on this day? No, it wasn't on this day that Latrell Sprewell hit that. I mean, Allen Houston hit that shot over the Miami Heat to beat them as an 8 seed. The Knicks were 8 seed. Miami Heat were 1 seed. I think that year. It wasn't that. Something interesting happened in Knick history today. We have to go back and check that out. See if we got time to talk about that on the podcast. You know we got a Blue Chew promo code for you guys again to end out your week to make sure you get your Freaky Friday, your TGIF in here right. Let's see if we got any of the drunk uncles in the building yet. Like niggas be calling me and like you know the crazy thing? They be calling me at 4:00 and verify, hey, podcast tonight? What the fuck you think? Then he called me an hour before the podcast. You know I'm not answering the phone calls an hour before the podcast. I was downstairs anyway. But when I came upstairs, I had no intentions of returning any phone calls. Like I got enough shit on my plate. We could get into the Lakers coaching search. We may have some Knicks talk for you. I don't know how I feel about bringing in some Knicks talk in here right now. And I'm gonna tell you why. It feels dirty. It feels a little irrelevant. Cause the Knicks ain't in the playoffs. But I ain't stopping us to talk about the Lakers. So I may talk some Knicks. We're gonna give you guys a J. Cole update as well. And we also may talk about the Giants quarterback being let loose. Yes, folks, we have all that to get into and more right here on the MyT Sports Podcast. But you know what we say here, folks? Regardless of the time.
Take that.
And regardless of the weather.
You play to win the game. Hello?
It's always a good time to talk some sports. So, let's start talking. Ayo, Rick. Ayo, Flair. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. MyT Sports. You guys ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Everybody. You like that, right? Freaky. Right, it's a birthday song because yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. Yeah, check it, yeah, because it's your birthday. We sing happy birthday. It's your birthday. Yeah, folks, I don't know if you know, but the way we like to start out every single podcast, right, is with a little birthday celebration. We got the basketball game started in 16 minutes. And I'm telling you now, before the game starts, I think Luka's in trouble. That's the only tidbit I'm giving you. I saw Shaq over here bench pressing toothpicks. Instead of the significance of it. But okay, whatever. You shall not pass go. You shall not collect $200. Fuck you. Can't stand Richard Miller. So glad I got this on mute. Thank you guys for joining the podcast. I'm already in my bag. Let me get enough of more. I'm drinking today. This ain't just lemonade today. I'm official. We up to here too. How you doing, Toya? Yeah. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, the way we like to start out every single podcast is with a little birthday celebration. It's a little birthday party, right? And what we like to do is we like to recognize every single individual that had a birthday since the last time we was on the podcast. So the last time we was on the podcast was on Wednesday night when we was live at Sharky's. Richie ducked out the back door again. Yo, Rich, I'm telling you right now, you gonna make me use the remote cam. I'm gonna come into your office and I'm gonna walk through the bar. And I'm gonna start recording all the way through. But nonetheless, last time we had the birthday party was on Wednesday. We was at Sharky's, right? So basically, what we have now is everybody's birthday from the 18th and everybody's birthday from today. Everybody's birthday from the 19th. Wait, did I do that backwards? Everybody's birthday from the 19th and everybody's birthdays from today, the 20th. Shit, I can't believe that New Year's is already a month. We're already a month into the new year. Like, holy shit. We're already a month into the new year, and it is hot as fuck. It is hot as fuck in these streets already. I got some new. I'm gonna let you see. I'm gonna let you guys behind the scene after the birthday party. You guys ready? You ready? Let's go. You heard the song once. I'm gonna sing it for you one more time. Let's get this party started, right? Cause let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly, right? Yeah. Check it, yeah, because yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. Check it, yeah, check it, yeah, because it's your birthday. We sing happy birthday. It's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday, it's your birthday. Oh man. So I just did something, and you guys have no clue. Like I'm about to bring out another dance, right? And what I want to do first, right? Let's start off by saying happy birthday. Yesterday we had a couple of birthdays, right? One we say happy birthday to Evelyn Hilario, right? That is the aunt. That's the aunt to my homeboy, to my brother Luis Mejia. So as you guys know, that makes her honorary aunt of mine as well. So I want to say happy birthday to Evelyn Hilario. Happy birthday, auntie. Actually, wait a minute. No, that's not who I'm thinking it is. Wait a minute. Holy shit. Fuck. I just realized something. It would have been her birthday today. Rest in peace to Evelyn. If I'm not mistaken, Evelyn recently passed. Holy shit, I think she did. So rest in... I little lost for words. Kind of beside myself. Alright, this is one of them times, like, you know you're supposed to fact check your fact check? I ain't fact check my fact check enough. And it didn't realize it. It didn't realize it to me when I wrote it down. But as I'm thinking about it a little bit more now, let's see. Play my birthday music back. This shit is starting to get real awkward. Okay, so the next birthday we had yesterday was to the very living entity of Christian Baca, a homeboy of mine. I want to say happy birthday to my boy Baca. Right? Also, for a couple of days today, I would like to say happy birthday to Annette Russell. Annette Russell is like an auntie to me as well, for real. You know what I mean? Like she's an old friend of my mother's. Like we work together. Her and our son and I, like we're like cousins. That makes her like my auntie. You know what I mean? So like want to say happy birthday to Annette Russell as well. And also want to say like there's a lot of family in here, right? You realize that, right? Also my Auntie Evelyn, right? Auntie Annette. And also I want to say happy birthday to my cousin Tony Adams, right? He's in the army right now. I think he's still serving in the army, but I don't even know him as Tony. It's funny, right? Because like his first name is my middle name, kind of sort of. His first name is Anthony. My middle name is Tony, right? But his family name is Grillo. Actually, his family name is Grillo. But me being the kid that I was at the time, couldn't really put like, you pronounce some shit fucked up. I just always called him Grillo. You know what I mean? Everybody else called him Grillo. I called him Grillo. That's what I called him. So he knows if he hears the name Grillo, he's like, oh, there's only one person calling me that. That's my cousin Junior. Because again, he don't know me as a Mr. Energy, aka the Motor Mouth of the South, aka the Brooklyn Buzzsaw, aka the Chocolate Boy Wonder. You know what I mean? Aka your podcaster's favorite podcaster, aka the Army Black Knight, aka Mr. Tin Man, which I'm only because I need a heart, which I still don't understand. I was gonna have to talk aka Mr. Oz. Right? Hey, they don't know me by that. Like, it's just cousin Junior. You know what I mean? That's the family name. So I want to say happy birthday to you all. So let's start off with happy birthday, rest in power, first to Evelyn Hilario. Everybody else, happy birthday to Christian and to Annette and to Tony, aka Grillo. We hope you all party hard. We hope you enjoy everything, regret nothing. But more importantly, get your weekend at Bernie's on and continue to stay MyT. Can I get a better MyT for that? Like something that could model there. MyT. That's good. I'll accept that for now. Oh, DJ MyT, do me a favor. Go ahead and cut that beat for me. What's going on? We see the boys from Lamar TV popping up. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. You've been popping up for the last couple of weeks. I see you. Yo, come on down to the Podbean line. Come join the podcast. Like you guys are always welcome. And not to mention, right? I was watching some NXT today. Right, I'm going left field already. I was watching NXT today, and I've been missing a couple of episodes, and I didn't see Braun Breaker win his belt, nor did I see Solo win his belt, right? And I didn't realize that Solo had gotten that push yet. And I'm looking at Solo, and I'm like, wait a minute. We got another Uso in the building? Like, I didn't even realize that shit. No doubt. We got another Uso in the building. No doubt Braun brought his pops in the building. Yo, we got to talk. I was surprised, B. Like, I got a feeling they're going to give that women's championship, right, to somebody Fugazi. And you're only gonna give this somebody Fugazi because you know it should be them two broads, right? Either Lash Legend or damn it, what's that Spanish broad's name? Nikita? Right? It should be one of those two that should definitely win the belt. And I feel like they have them in different brackets, so they could probably both make it to their respective like quarterfinals. But I feel like they're gonna give it to somebody Fugazi. While they also managed to still give those two women a push. Like that person that he gave it to, we don't want to go to Quarter Fugazi because they're going to give it to that person because that person needs the belt. While the other two individuals don't need the belt for their push. You know what I mean? I think you feel me on that. You know how they have that weird ass philosophy sometimes? So, yo, both of them. I enjoy both of them. I enjoy Solo and I enjoy Breaker. Like but you know what though? I like a lot of the talent that they push through NXT. It's just that when they get that call up, you know what I mean? You know, like that's when it's almost like you grow up. You have to start watering down all of your shit. You can't take all that sugary goodness. I feel like that's what they do when they call them up. They water down their character a little bit, and it's not quite the same, and they don't get that same pop the way that they were getting in NXT or that same buzz. Like it's weird. It's just weird how they do that. But nah, you got to come on the podcast. Like I said, I told you. I remind everybody, like baseball is my first love. So at any point in given time, we will go left field for whatever we was talking about the podcast and all of that. And then like I said, like I want yo, you guys go check out Lamar TV, LAMMAR TV at YouTube. You go check them out. They have some of the best and some of the most interesting interviews in the game today. You guys go check them out. You go send them some love. You know what I mean? You know you good in the trifecta. You go like, you share, but more importantly, like you definitely want to make sure that you subscribe so that you can hear that little
bing bong
every single time that they go live. Call up is a demotion. That's what it feels like sometimes, right? Right? Because they always call up they usually, I ain't gonna say they always, but damn near. They usually call up the person that's at the top. Like basically, you're thriving and you're making your way all the way to the top. You bust your ass for 3 years to make it to the top, And then you're the champ now. You realize that they're gonna lose, but when they lose their belt, like damn, then the next one's getting called like shit. We was really enjoying you. Now we gotta figure out what fugazi role they're gonna have you in now. And some of them make it through. But a lot of them, you just start reading like, here goes another one of Triple H's babies and another one of Triple H's babies. I'm like, why the fuck you got a farm system? Like they're letting people go faster than teammates of LeBron James. Like shit. Okay, if you guys don't understand the wrestling business, like it's entertaining, but there's a lot of frustrating shit that goes on in the background, and sometimes, oh shit, did I hear? It's the K to the J to 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 the KJ. That's KJ. All right, he's gonna have a hard time maneuvering through this. He's about to have a real hard time maneuvering through all this. You don't even understand. Oh, all day on Broadway, Listen, anytime you guys are ready, my phone lines are always open. So we can either do it formally, because I want to get you guys formally on. I want to get you guys live on set. One of you to my left, one of you to my right, live at Sharky's, and we just chop it up for one night. But if I can't get you on their phone, you can always just call into the podcast at any given time. If you see the link in the bio, you click on that Linktree link. You follow that Podbean app, right? You download that Podbean app, and then you find my icon, right? That MyT Sports icon, and right there in that MyT Sports icon, you click on that every single time I go live, and then next thing you know, bam, you're listening to the podcast. You gonna see a little phone. You can see a little phone right around there somewhere. You click on that phone. Next thing you know, bam, you're calling up. I click on your name. I see you. It's the K to the J to the K to the J to the K to the J to the K to the J. It's KJ. It's KJ. Holy shit! And we got. Wait. I believe the children have future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. And show them all the things they possess inside. It's Stevie! Yeah, you're gonna have to maneuver through this shit. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, so.
Oh, so take your time. I gotta put some ice in my shit.
That's my guard dog.
Guard dog?
It's my guard dog. Okay.
Yeah. To intimidate you.
Alright. There you go. This is all you. It's all for you. Alright. And then KJ, he can get his. What was that movie? Was it Entrapment? You ever seen Entrapment? Where the chick had to maneuver through the lasers, and she had to do this weird shit, and she had to get underneath all the lasers. He's gonna have to do that to get underneath and through all these cords. Like I'm sorry. We just had KJ pop up in the building. We haven't had KJ in the building in about like 3 months.
What?
You stop So it's always a pleasure to get KJ up in the building. We got Steve. We got his lovely lady Stevie in the background. She's over there. She's all the way on that side, but she's here. She's here. Believe me, like she's here. I don't make shit up unless we're talking sports. Actually, I don't even make shit up then either. What were we talking about? We was talking wrestling. We was talking with the people from Lamar TV. I was going left field. I went off script. That's exactly what I did. I was improvising. I was improving. It's okay. That's what I do. That's what happens when your gab is on like Super Saiyan God level. I'm just saying, like, this is what I do here. Like, I'm gonna talk sports. Like, I'm gonna give you sexual references. I'm gonna give you anime references. I'm gonna give you 80s, 90s, 70s, 2000s, 10s. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna give you a lot of 20s references. I don't know a lot of 20s references. Them shit is a little too new for me right now. You know any 20s references? What's new now? Oh, you wasn't even listening to me. You were lost.
What's new now?
I don't know. It's okay.
Weird. I don't know. Weird. They say weird shit now.
They're like eating ass in the 20s. That's what they do. I can't do that yet. I'm still not there yet. I'm sorry. I like having red eyes, but not pink eyes. Like, it's a difference. Like, I have no problem. Actually, speaking of red eyes. Red eyes? Okay. Right, I don't mind having red eyes. It's that pink eye shit that I have a problem with. Like you understand? Like, am I the only person? Like, sometimes I get nervous just eating the pum pum from the back. Like, you understand? Because you just, like, the ass just be right there. And sometimes, like your nose be right up in it. Like, as you're eating the pum-pum, like, and next thing you know, you're like, yo, I'm really close to this ass. Like one wrong shift or like one breakage of wind, and bam, whole eye is pink. And it's a wrap for me. I'm man down, pink eye. I tell my mother I love her. I'll see you tomorrow. Like, you know what I mean? That kind of shit. Pink eye is deadly. Perfect time. We was just talking about pink eye.
Pink eye is dead.
That's some weird niggas, man.
We was talking about ass eating.
Okay. Pink eye to ass eating to limbo.
I was gonna say, you got to get your entrapment on, or how, I don't know if you want to go high, if you want to go low. Okay.
Go low.
Okay. He's like, I can't get the legs up there. We had legs today.
Facts.
Just throw anything else that's over there out of there. Just get it onto the bed. There we go.
Hopefully the watchdog don't eat it.
What's that?
Hopefully the dog man don't eat it.
No. It's trained. It's house trained. Perfect timing. The game's about to start.
Luca!
Alright.
Curry!
So let's see. I got you on camera. Good. We good over here. All right, perfect. Yeah, since you called me, I spent the whole entire time trying to get this new thing set because I just got this in.
Really?
Yeah. So I was trying to get that set up, but more importantly, I was trying to get the new camera set. I had a new camera. I had the camera for a while. I just could never get it functional, and now I'm hoping that I can get it functional. I think I figured out what its major malfunction is. It likes direct contact. That's it.
I'm waiting for something special. I'm like, okay.
So what happens is that I have extensions, right? That helps me, get distance on things.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like the extensions. So it glitches. It starts to. So it wants to be plugged directly into the laptop.
You a stingy motherfucker.
For real.
Greedy ass. So you got to be special. Have your own shit.
Mm-hmm. Everybody else. Actually, you know what? I actually realized it because I was trying another one and it kept on going off, and it has a little button on it. Lets me know that it went off. I'm like, why the fuck is that one shutting off? And I was like, I wonder if that's probably happening to this. That is glitchy because it keeps trying to shut off and shut back on and shut off and shut back on. I said, you know what? Let's put you. Let's take off the condom. Let's raw dog the computer. You understand?
All day.
And because it's gonna be me. I don't know how that reference is, but but yeah, had a completely he wants to raw dog the computer all day on Broadway. So let's talk about some raw shit, right? So since we're talking about going raw, Nick Saban went raw. Nick Saban went ball booty raw. He said, yo, he got up. He was like, you know what? I'm tired of losing on the court. I'm tired of losing off the court. He went up there and started dry snitching. He went up there and was like,
snitching.
Just started pointing out people that started naming names.
Dropping dimes.
Like
Dimes like magic, but not them type of dimes.
Like, you know what we say here, when you do shit like that.
You still a bitch.
Like, Nick. I can't call you Nick. Satan. Because I got a brother named Nick. Listen, and Nick works at night, so you know what I mean? And he ain't got nothing to do with this. But Mr. Satan, because I'm calling him Nick Satan for this. We haven't gave out this award in a while. Right? And we normally give out this award for a lot more egregious shit. Right? Normally for a lot of the more despicable people as the Dallas Mavericks take an early 8-2 lead, and we see Luka giving the slow walk and stare down to a common Golden State crowd. So they're looking like Scarface. How you get that scar on your face, B? So Nick Satan, right, gets out there, and he lost last year, right? So he's a little he's a little salty that he lost. First time he lost to already? I understand.
I have a reminder for Talon.
And that's a reminder to give you guys a reminder a little bit later. All right, so he lost last year to it, and the first time he lost to any of his assistants, right? Got a little vexed, upset about it, right?
But he got worked. He
And
got
then
worked like a woman getting worked.
And then he lost in the off season. So he lost on the field and he lost off the field. And I guess Nick can accept losing on the field. But when you start fucking with his pipeline of recruits, he starts feeling some type of way. And he said, hey, yo, Texas A&M. They got themselves a 5-star recruit last year. They paid that motherfucker to be there. How you think they out here, like, I'm sorry, this system didn't change. They out here paying players to come, like, and this ain't how the rules are supposed to be. You're not supposed to pay players to come and play for you. What the fuck? Whoa! Why go play for a Power 5 school if you're not being paid under the table? Listen, let me say a little bit louder for the people in the back. Why go play for the Alabamas, the Clemsons, the Georgias, the University of Miamis?
No. We take all players who want to come play at the U. We will take all players.
Oregon.
Fuck that shit he just said.
But you understand? Why go pay for any of those places if you ain't getting something underneath the table? So now that all of the money's on top of the fucking table, Nick got a problem. Because when it was under the table, he was the biggest benefactor of it. When it was dirty money, when it was silent money, when it was hush hush. Oh, don't talk about this. Don't get these motherfuckers no jelly on their peanut butter sandwich. I'm gonna drop you extra $500. So now all that money's on top of the table, and he didn't realize how much of his purse he was gonna have to open up to get players. Basically, he didn't realize. See, this is how you know he only listens to rap when his players are around. Because if he did, he would have known yesterday's price is not today's price. So that measly $2 million you was out there getting these recruits for because they were out here, please sir, can I get some more coleslaw?
Oh, these niggas are pulling up.
Now they're like, oh
chains.
no.
They pulling up like Dion did in '89 at the draft.
You know what I mean? Now you need to listen to some Fat Joe.
gonna
Gold chain down to my dick. You understand? They're coming in there, yo. If
Nigga
you
said,
ain't talking,
I asked Alabama for so much money, they had to put me on layaway. That's how niggas is coming in there now.
yo, if you ain't coming out of pocket, then we ain't coming to you anymore. You are no longer the money train. You are no longer the big. You understand?
I'll take my ass to the HBCU.
For real. Because not only did he call, so he fucked up first. Because you fucked up first because you called out your best man. You called out your partner. You called out your homie.
Your mans.
That knows your dirt.
Your
that knows how you
mans.
function. The person that's seen your books. The person that's seen you maneuver. The person that at one point in time that done seen you raw than anybody else.
I know that nigga sat there like, wait, who said
Like
who
what?
said that shit?
Like what? Nick who?
This-
Nick Cannon, right? Tell me Nick Cannon made a
Cannon
joke.
said, not Saban. He said that shit? No, I worked with his ass for like over 15 years ago and know every motherfucking maneuver he does.
That was just so.
I was his offensive coordinator.
So here, and you know what? I've told you this lesson before. There are times, right? Because I learned this in the Army, and I had to tell this to a guy named Hassan Bell. I'm sorry, Haas. I got to put you out there in the spot.
Oh, Lord.
You know what you did.
Look
right?
at you. You low-key snitching too.
Listen,
What
Haas
you
knew he
saving
was-
too?
Haas
So what is this, a snitch-a-thon?
Listen, Haas knew he was wrong. Listen, we don't been
Name
talking about
dropping
this.
and shit.
listen, it's just me and Haas right now, right? Army times. But there's times when you can't mention. Like, you have to be careful what you complain about sometimes, because you have to realize that the things that you may complain about may benefit you in some way. And by trying to correct that particular action, you're going to fuck it up for everybody else. Point example, right? One day I'm in the Army, right? And we have what's called a commander's meeting, right? And the commander, and this not even the commanders. We have a wellness meeting, right? We have one for our commander normally. This one is coming from our commander's commander, right? Like his boss. And while while the boss's boss was there, somebody wanted to complain that the commander doesn't work out with us enough. They're not at workout formation to do workouts with us. And if we have to work out, why is this individual not working out with us? What makes them so special and above? Which is correct. But there's a reason why there are lanes that are made. And there's a reason why if you swerve into somebody's lane and you hit them, you're at fault. There's a reason why you need to stay in your fucking lane is what I'm trying to say here, partner. And sometimes you need to understand your lane. You see Lane Kiffin out here jumping to the gun.
Even though he does dumb shit and talk shit. And
exactly.
He knows his place.
He knew not to say that dumb shit. He done dumb shit and knew not to say that dumb shit. So,
Kirby Smart was sitting there like,
while this complaint may have made that private, right, at that time, feel good about himself. I got this off my chest. And he may have gotten his initial outcome. He got our commander in trouble. Our commander took a chewing out. Took a nice little verbal thing. But who knows how much... It probably could have been like, your soldiers complain that you're not at PT, right? Like, all right, so you have to start showing up because if we get enough of a complaint, I'm going to have to put this on paper. Like, okay, cool. And you got to do PT with them. Because what happened was our commander would show up for formation and he would go do his own thing. Now... This couldn't have been the worst time that this person decided to complain because they're not taking everything into scope. Part of the reason he did his own thing, he had just broken his wrist. So we're doing push-ups, we're doing sit-ups, we're doing goals or people call burpees, whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? We call them front back goals, right? It's an added movement into burpees, right? You go on your back and you do you add flutter kicks into it. So we do a lot of we're doing pull-ups, all kinds of things, weight training. He can't do that shit. So what was he doing? He was showing up for accountability, and he was going to run. So now, commander has to be a formation. He's technically the commander, even though physical fitness is the first sergeant's responsibility. Now the commander is forced to be there. So now, since he's forced to be there, we're going to make adjustments for him being there now because he is the commander. Fuck what you have to work on. Or what the first sergeant wants us to work on to be better. So you know what we did? We warmed up, did 10 push-ups, 10 sit-ups, and we ran. For 40 minutes. 20 push-ups, 25 sit-ups, and then ran. Because that's all he can do. Basically, it was hurry up and do your push-ups so we could go run. Since you want me to be here so badly. See that? And granted, nobody likes to run in the army. Like, no, we got like... And you understand, like, we're running in boots, he's running in sneakers. We're running with a ruck pack, he's running in a sweater. You understand? 50-pound rucksack, sweater. But you wanted him to be there. Adverse effect of your petty complaints. Well, the adverse effects of his petty complaints is now he's kind of lucky that NCAA has now gone completely rogue. Because with what he said, and with what the people that retorted have said, you would have opened yourself up for an investigation. Like, you were lucky that we are where we are now because...
That's probably why he said it even more.
Because he can't get in trouble.
Can't get in trouble.
So now he can say it. Now to point a finger and point an eye at other people. So now because
now these niggas is getting comfortable.
You guys got fat out there while we all starved to death. It's our turn. I want in. That's what these players are saying. So you took a shot at your right-hand man. Now your right-hand man said, listen, why don't you go looking into all of his dealings? Look at the way that he went and got of all his recruits. You guys like to put him up on this goddamn pedestal like he's a god or a deity or something. Just remember that the devil was an angel too. He ain't say that part, but I want to say that to remind you guys. The devil was an angel too.
That motherfucker said, "I know all about him."
But he basically did say the devil was an angel. He said, go look at your God. Look, former Nick doing work. He was cold. That's him. I told these guys this on Wednesday. Reggie Bullock. He's he's either he has a lot of John Starks in him. That's what I tell people. I think I was telling Chill Will. He has a lot of John Starks in him. He's either gonna go 3 for 10, or he gonna be 7 for 12, or 7 for 11. He even gonna miss a whole bunch of shots, or he gonna hit too early and he gonna be on fire the rest of the game.
Leave John Starks alone.
What?
Leave John Starks
It's the
alone.
easiest reference I can give so Knicks fans know what
John
I'm
Starks
talking about.
at least made an All-Star at one point in his life, okay? Reggie Bullock, out of here.
I said he has some John Starks in him.
Next.
See, you
Next.
take this all to the extreme. I
Next.
didn't say that he was John Starks.
Next.
Still talking about Satan.
And then.
So his right hand man basically said, go look at all his dealings. You'll find that this guy that you like to give all this credit to, you want to put up on a pedestal that you like to give all these achievements to, you go look and start seeing how he got all of his recruits, and you start seeing there's a lot of underhanded ways and a lot of dirty tactics that he used to get his thing, because Nick Saban's upset. I mean, or he's scared. Alabama doesn't have the money pipeline that these other places have. They don't have the money of New York. Like, you understand? New York, if they wanted to, suddenly can become become relevant in college sports.
Syracuse, get your shit together.
But you know Florida's gonna dump their money in there.
Woo! We on the way, Miami.
You know Georgia's gonna pump their money. You know for damn sure Texas is gonna dump their. USC is going.
Texas still gonna be ass.
But you know they're gonna dump their money. Listen,
and them will be lit.
I'm gonna tell you this.
And them will be lit. Texas A&M will be lit.
I'm gonna tell you.
Longhorns,
Let me ask. I think Texas is gonna be the fastest growing state when it comes to college. Like when it comes to getting better, you say they're ass now because they're gonna be able to pay the players the most. I feel very soon most unless they do the HBC, unless they want to do the HBCU thing, most players a lot of players are gonna start ending up going to Texas because Texas has that money for no reason, and all they care about is football and steak, and they got a lot of steak in football.
I mean, shit, can't get no worse than what they've been doing, so shit.
So
can't get no worse.
So that's his first mistake, right? So the first mistake was calling out somebody that is your right hand man and knows all your dealings. Your second mistake was calling out a flamboyant black person.
That was the one for me.
Yeah.
I laughed when I heard the Jimbo thing, because I was like, that was your man's. That's not your man's no more.
Like, you know you done fucked up, right?
Oh, when I heard that shit, I said, shit, when does A&M play Alabama this year?
Fucked up, right?
All I needed to know was when does A&M play Bama this year, when I saw that. But then, it turned from kiki to, hey, hold on, motherfucker, what the fuck?
You know you done fucked up, right?
It went from kiki to, yo, motherfucker, hey, motherfucker. Whoa, watch your goddamn mouth, motherfucker. You know, no. You remember that scene in Barbershop 2 at the very, very end, where Cedric is talking all that shit about the people, and then it turned from kiki to, hey, the old ass man say, hey, Eddie, you don't go too goddamn far.
You don't go too. That's exactly what happened. Like you said,
you don't go too goddamn far now.
Oh, go check into. Fuck, I'm forgetting the school now. Jackson State. And right there is when the record stopped. The Kevin Hart look came out. What the fuck is this nigga about to say? Go look at the Deion Sanders and his 5-star recruit. He paid him $1 million.
You know how the TVs used to go back in the day when they went to the please stand by. That's what happened right there. Cut.
I guarantee you, his PR person was trying to run from the other half of the field like, get him off the air.
He tripped and fell on the way. That's what happened. He tripped and fell on the way.
He got to Nick. Nick is looking at him like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? You all sweaty and shit. Shut the fuck up, Nick.
Please.
Dallas is beating Golden State right now 26-10 early.
Look,
Luka got 12 points, 4 for 5 shooting.
So I see game 2s is just a bunch of beatdowns in the NBA Conference Finals.
We'll see if this continues to be that way, though.
I hope not.
So, he calls out Deion Sanders, prime time. So not only does he call out somebody that's flamboyant and won't be scared to retort against you, you're also talking about somebody that is highly loved. Beloved.
You find somebody that hates Deion Sanders, I'll show you a bona fide hater. Bona fide hater.
Like, even if Deion Sanders played for the team that you dislike, you still find a way to respect Deion Sanders and like him at times. I guess that's how people feel like I should feel about Tom Brady, but I'm not, fuck that. You're like, oh, I don't understand how you can. I understand how I can.
20 years of torment. I understand, man.
Exactly.
I understand.
Fuck it. I'm just glad we got those two in.
2 out of 20. 2 out of 20. 2 out of 20. Hey, man. You know what that is? That's like Martin against Tommy Hearns. He happy he got his one little hit. And then turned right around.
Or when Martin played against Coach Daly and got that one layup, and then she cooked him the rest of the game, took his ankles, his heart, and his dignity.
My knee!
Oh, man.
Hey, yo!
So he goes after Prime. Somehow he paid that guy $1 million. Prime comes back and was like, oh, I don't even make $1 million. The kid came back. I don't forget who the kid was.
Travis Hunter.
I did write that down. I think I wrote it down. But yeah, he came back. He was like, yo, if I got $1 million, why the hell is my mom still in a two bedroom house with 5 people?
That was the hardest bar that I've heard in a while.
So
and that was from the kid who said that.
The kid said that. Yeah. The kid said that.
The kid said that shit.
So then, now my next thing is, now you know what happens, right? You know how Satan. You know how Satan works, right? Satan likes to do his evil and dirt in the public eye.
In the public eye, but then do the sneaky shit behind closed doors.
And in this case, Nick Satan wanted to apologize. He started calling his people up. So to call him, I'm gonna call Jimbo. I'm gonna call Prom. Hey yo, you know what happened? They spoke to you guys ever had that manager where you worked at that call center named Tone? He spoke to that motherfucker. Dial Tone, bitch. Click. I used to have. You met Paparazzi, right?
Of course.
Paparazzi was infamous.
That nigga's wild.
Paparazzi was infamous for that.
I believe it.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Because he's always the closer, right? So if you get somebody if you get somebody that's really an ass, or you guys speak to a manager, you give it to him. At some point in time, he's like, I'd have wasted 5. He done wasted, because when you're a closer, you spend that 5 minutes on the phone. You done seen 3 deals done pass by. You over here like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get the manager Tone for you. Go ahead and just go ahead and place yourself on hold, and we'll go ahead and get it for you. He's like, Tone was like, manager Tone, yes, I'm gonna get the manager Tone for you. Down Tone, click. Fuck out of here, son.
Out here costing me money.
Yo, I'm telling you, we were like, you think these warranty calls are bad now? I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know right now. Paparazzi and I, when we worked out, we were the originators. The rules and the laws were changed because of my office.
Every motherfucking day.
You know how
I block so many numbers.
I'm serious when I say
they still find a way to keep calling.
Hundreds of people signed up with multiple contracts in our system, and they didn't even realize it.
Jesus.
And that's how crazy it was. It just got to a point we had sold to so many people, we started selling back to the same people.
Oh Lord.
Oh, we when the warranty game first started, that shit was a hit. That shit was a hit. We're talking about closing 7 to 10 deals a day, and you get $50 per deal at that time, plus bonuses.
Swimming in money.
Oh yeah, we cleaned up in that office.
Oh.
We cleaned the fuck off in that office. Listen, I was cleaning up so much they made me a trainer. They was like, yeah, we're gonna take you off the flight. I took a pay cut to take $700 a month. $700 a week. Because we was eating. we were eating, like seriously, like eating.
They said, oh yeah, this nigga out here making too much money. He either better take this shit or he gotta get out of here.
Listen, I was out there fronting calls, and then half of my calls was being fronted to paparazzi. He closed 90% of my shit, and then I started closing my own calls, and then started getting closing numbers on top of my shit. They were like, "You want to train?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll train."
It's like, Mr. Taylor, right this way, please.
I'll train all day. I don't mind training. Listen, I can sit back. I don't care with a nice little training guide. Like, put that shit together. Get them in training.
On a PowerPoint.
Yeah, put them in
all
training
of that
for a
shit.
week. Got out there.
All of
Do the HR shit.
All
All
of
that.
that.
Yeah. Knock that shit the fuck out and then set them on the fucking floor.
Cozy.
And then monitor them.
Cozy.
And then let go a third of them. In like a week. And get a new training class in the next week. We were trying to fill the room up. Our room went from, I told you it was heavy.
Oh, let's shake the room.
We went from a room of like 12 people, and then we bought a new space, and then that space we first filled, we filled it with 30, but it could fill up 100, and we were trying to fill that room up, and we got it up to like 80, like 2 shifts of 80.
Sheesh.
Pushing. But then laws started coming out, rules started changing, and the next thing you know, the warranty sales started going down and down and down, and next thing you know,
It's giving me MC Hammer vibes.
yeah,
First it was all good, and now it's all gone.
yeah, we're no longer selling warranties. All of a sudden, we're selling direct TV. Motherfuckers is taking pay cuts, being left with all kinds of
Emotional damage.
And I think that's what Nick is gonna be left with after he's done, because Jimbo didn't answer his phone call.
Damn.
Deion Sanders,
You tried your mans. He said,
nope,
bitch,
he left you
get
on.
the fuck out. Get the fuck out my face. son.
Exactly, like he did this. He was like, "Oh, that nigga." I'm gonna tell you,
No,
I don't-
so here's the thing, right? Before that day, that nigga number was saved. That nigga number was saved as Nick. That day, that was an unknown call. That was an unknown number. He had to look like, oh, I know that nigga number.
Like,
fuck you, nigga.
I don't know if Jimbo uses the N-word, but at that time, I would have given him permission. And when Nick Saban called him for one time, he could use it one time, and when he looked at that phone, be like, this nigga. And that's your only free pass. Don't let anybody else ever
And
introduce
that
you.
had better been in your office with nobody else in that motherfucker.
Like, this
This nigga is.
fucked up.
This nigga is.
You know,
What
like,
the fuck? You know what I mean? You can disrespect me in public and call me like
this is what he like the kids say, he done got me fucked up. You know, even ain't no kids like now saying it. Like the kids say, he done got me fucked up. What's going on, girl?
Jeez.
So then, you fucked your right hand man's over, right? You left Manono over there like, hey yo, I'm sorry, don't fuck with my sister. And then you try to call Prime, and Prime was even better. Prime was like,
Cold. This was the coldest shit
Prime
I've
was
in a
like,
minute.
y'all see this? Oh nah, Nick, you wanted to make this shit public, so you don't get to apologize in private.
Facts.
We gonna talk about this in public. I'll see you in the media.
Facts. I loved it.
Yo, and
I
that
loved
is
it.
the
Because the same way you disrespected is the same way you need to apologize. Word up.
and pun intended. That is the prime way to handle it. Like fuck that. I ain't gonna let you call me and try
Call
to
me
backtrack.
out in front of the motherfucking media.
And then you try to backtrack it to me. Oh, I'm not against the NIL. I think it's a good way for the. And I'm like lies, and more lies. Stop it right now. You're trying to backtrack. You're trying to backpedal. And you're too old for that shit. You have no Achilles. You got no hamstring to take this back and be
You know the funny
backpedaling.
shit is? You know the funny shit is, son? I always respected Bama in terms of the football team and whatnot. And then, like, you know, what they do, like, I had no reason to hate them. It's like, you know what? Y'all niggas do y'all thing. Stunt hard. Stunt hard. Keep stomping niggas out. That shit happened. I said, I hope somebody kicks that motherfucking ass again, just like Georgia did.
Did you see the? So, couple of things.
LSU. After that shit.
Did you hear the Prime, the Deion Sanders interview on I Am Athlete?
Oh yes, months ago. Yes, I did.
I said it the first time I heard it. Right.
First time? Oh wow. Shame
Because
on
I
you.
went down a rabbit hole. Because did you hear the Kyrie Irving interview?
Yeah. Nigga watched it, start to finish.
I don't watch a lot of shit like that, right? I always hear it.
Cause
I went straight to YouTube.
You know what's funny?
On the TV.
Word. B. I kid you not. I had actually, got to the point where, I am athlete, and then the two guys left and went over with Ryan Clark for the pivot, and even both of them shits fell off, so I really didn't care. All of a sudden, I saw Shaq, the pivot, Barkley, the pivot.
What's the pivot?
Oh, that. Search that up. Good shit. Stephen A. on the pivot.
Who's the pivot?
Think of I Am Athlete. Because remember how they used to have Fred Taylor and Crowder. Jenny Crowder. Apparently there was beef over at I Am Athlete based off of the way how them boys was in the interview with Marshall, and I understand that because Brandon Marshall's a motherfucking Aries and control freak ass motherfuckers.
Well, duh.
So and that was his shit. But the problem is, them two niggas was starting to get more love than he was. So
they're trying to get love.
Word.
What? Listen. Then they started the right show. Which you know what though?
So them two did what they did.
Pivot.
Dipped the pivot.
Which not for nothing.
Which is a perfect name because it's literally what it is. It's a pivot into.
But they got the recipe from B Marsh. They saw how he worked this shit because it was all his formula, right? Like that was his formula. He put it together. Had his people in the back. Yeah. They covered that shit.
Word.
But also in a weird way, right? And shame on B Marsh if this
shame because that shit was beautiful. That shit was perfect.
And I'm gonna tell you why. No. I'm gonna say why I'm gonna say shame on and for one very specific thing, which I don't know and I'm gonna say if. Shame on B Marsh if that wasn't part of the original plan to always begin with.
What do you mean exactly?
That these other stars those other guys that you were bringing in on your show, that you weren't trying to also help pivot them into something else.
Oh, that's definitely the case. Yeah, definitely shame on B Marshall.
So
because that damn show was not the case for them to.
So you understand? So I can understand now. Once they start getting comfortable and you're like, it should be like I've asked you already before. You want your own show? Hey, let me know. I've asked you. I think I've asked you. If you let me know if you want a pod. Like you got comfortable.
You just know my schedule and know that a nigga don't have no time for that.
But no, like if his and like I said, don't know, right? But if they're beefing,
it's definitely the case.
So if they're beefing or whatever.
I've literally read this shit.
He should have.
They've done interviews on other shows talking about it.
Yeah, he should have always been in a position, and maybe shame on him because he just wasn't thinking. Like sometimes you get just caught up. You can get caught up in the moment yourself, and just thinking about, damn, this is going so good. What's going here?
He wanted to
and not even thinking about, damn, I know I'm putting them on. How can I next put them on? And like I said, shame on him. Based off of how,
because the thing is, he let that inside the NFL and all the media shit that he was already doing on the TV shit from inside the NFL to FS1 get that in his head when it's like, yo, these are my boys, take care of my boys, take care of my niggas first. Like, yo, how you gonna do your people's dirty, like, and shit like that. To the point where now, not only do they dip, they basically just go find somebody else to do what they had wanted to do with you, way better, way more chemistry, and to be real, is kind of kicking your ass right now.
So who's on the pivot?
They needed Kyrie Irving. They needed. I Am Athlete. I'm telling you right now, I Am Athlete needed the Kyrie Irving interview because them niggas was falling off.
See, every time I hear an interview from, I always like their interviews.
They had a stretch where they got. I'm not sure if the Stephen A was back to it, but it was Stephen A. telling all his tea in terms of really explaining how he is with certain shit. Then you got Shaq coming in there talking about.
You haven't heard him explain that a dozen times already. Like unless he said some other shit.
No. He said some other shit. He said some other shit. That's really what it is. He said some other shit. And then plus, when you really get your media heads in a environment where they're not on their typical corporate ass show, you always want to tune into that because it's like, yo, I watch this motherfucker literally be a puppet for ESPN every motherfucking day and whatnot. Let me see how he is in another limelight.
But you know what though? I mean, let me add something about him being a puppet for ESPN. While Stephen A. is a puppet for ESPN, he is also one of their driving forces.
Absolutely.
So he allows himself
I'm
to
not
be.
Yeah, I'm not calling him a puppet in like, that nigga a clown, whatever type shit.
So I just want to fully explain. I know, just give you a little bit more. Exactly.
Marinate.
Just so people don't think
Marinate.
because I don't because I know you're. Listen, I'm the shot taker here. Like I'm the person on the show that any 2 seconds, like I'll be over here.
I was actually expecting that. I'm from New York, and you know what? Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
Yeah, like I'm the one that'll take the random shots and let's leave bodies everywhere. Let the bodies hit the floor. Fuck all that shit, right? What did you say? What did you say in the army? Like, listen, you kill them now and you let God sort them out later. Like, fuck it.
Word.
Which is how you get civilian. Actually, let me take that back because that's just how
It's called being recorded.
That's how you justify civilian casualties in your consciousness. Actually, never mind. I take that back. It's like my second awkward moment I've had with myself today. I gave a birthday shout out to somebody that I think has passed away.
Yo, babe, let's go home, alright? This nigga going straight down, son. I'm not gonna be here when God send the lightning strikes.
Listen, and she's an auntie of Jace. This is Lewis's aunt.
Come on, man.
Listen, she still got a Facebook. Okay.
Come on, man.
Wait,
Come on, man.
She passed away or not?
I believe it is her. Cause okay, so he got a couple of aunties, right? And
I think you need to stop.
I confused a few of them.
I think you need to stop. You just digging the whole worse.
Oh, horribly. But it's
the whole worse.
It's okay.
Lewis! Lou!
They call me Teflon for a reason.
Ain't no Teflon about this
like,
shit.
Shit don't stick to me. Like, it's okay. I'm built for that shit. Like, it's okay. I endure.
Alright, Patrick Beverly.
I've always been okay being the bad guy. It's
Alright,
okay.
Patrick Beverly.
I've always been that
this
dude.
Fuck nigga here.
Yo,
that was
the rat.
That was high quality television.
I was like, this is the reason why they got him on for 3 days. Like, they realized.
I was watching this shit. You know how many times I thought I'm watching something like, yo, Tyler would love this shit right now. It's like, oh, this is.
I'm watching, and I'm
like,
shaking my head like, this
nigga.
rat, this motherfucking rat. Day one started ratting. Started ratting day one.
Dimes. I said, yo, this nigga.
He said, I ain't gonna tell you who I was talking to. Nah, fine. I was gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you who. I was like, nigga, not for nothing though. I was over here like, do tell.
Of course. You think you wasn't? Nigga.
While I'm over here like, you fucking rat. Do tell. Paul George. What do we call him? What? Call? Say some more. You dirty motherfucker. Keep talking.
That was literally ESPN producers all week.
Oh my god.
ESPN signed them and said, just let him come through a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's see what happens.
I guarantee you it was
they had no expectations for none of that.
I guarantee you it was for one day, but when their views tripled, when he was on, they were like, we're bringing this Negro back for the rest of the week. And what is that?
No.
Just keep saying what you're saying. And you know what? Go more over the top if you have to. Fuck it. Nobody cares that you gotta go back and play.
Just no.
You so lucky this ain't the 80s and 90s. Ooh.
They would have saw you.
would have been some whole
They would have
fouls.
saw you. They would have saw you.
Oakley would have smacked the shit out of you.
For
talking about
they
his
would have
teammate.
pulled up. They would have pulled up on you. They'd have pulled up on you at ESPN. Word up. Word up. Niggas would have caught you lacking in New York City.
Yeah, they would have
caught
caught
up.
You would have caught you exiting the
Exit
Bristol
the
facility.
seaport. Exit the seaport.
Yeah, can you understand? We come from an era of people was putting their baby moms in the fucking trunk. Like, we ain't in the same fucking leagues anymore.
That shit. You got babies in the trash cans.
You understand?
Yeah, we from the era where babies were in the fucking trash cans. What the fuck is you talking?
Like, the last person you guys had was, like had bodies in Connecticut. Like, you understand?
Okay.
And that was still, like... like, and even that was still 15 years ago. Like, you athletes today ain't even built like that, nigga. Damn.
But all I know is this. Yo. That nigga Pat Bev just talked himself into his second career.
I don't know, though.
Oh, no, brother. The problem is
They're gonna train him. They'll send him through the ESPN
they'll train
and they'll
him.
train him
They'll
and
train
they'll
him, but
teach him how to come
they're
down.
gonna get that nigga because for somebody who stirs the pot like that nigga had Windhorse stuttering and everything. I never heard Windhorse stutter like that. Never.
Good. That's a good thing.
Trust me.
I didn't see him.
That fat cunt.
I didn't see him stutter in Windhorse, but that's something I.
Oh
like.
No! You had to watch Get Up.
You
You had to watch Get Up. You had to watch Get Up.
That means his
That
neck
nigga like
that means his neck was knotted up.
Oh man! No!
Which day was
had,
that?
Oh, that was Monday.
Was it Monday?
That was, oh,
I thought I
Get
watched
Up.
Monday.
Get Up.
On Get Up. Okay.
Get Up.
Okay.
That's the thing.
I gotta watch Monday Get Up. Okay, I was
Trust
watching.
me,
I was
I
watching
didn't
first
watch.
take.
I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't watch Get Up until I found out. Oh, they had Pat Bev on there. Let me see.
Conjugal visits.
Because I'm here for the petty. As long as nobody's doing the petty to me. Once you do the petty to me, then it's on.
So that it was so personal with CP3. It wasn't even funny.
Dog, did you hear what he said on Stephen A's World? He literally described everything, where it even originated.
So, okay, I didn't hear Stephen A's World, but I didn't know where that sound came from. Where he talked about like some camp that he used to be in, and he busted his ass in camp. But yeah, CP3 was still getting all the shine in the camp or some shit like that. Or some weird shit, right?
Weird shit. Yep, just like that. Straight like that.
Because I told you, listen.
Because I'm like, yo, I said, from the moment I heard, I'm like, yo, this hatred goes way back. Way back.
There are tons of players like Patrick Beverly in plenty of leagues, right?
It's giving Boston, Miami vibes.
Oh shit. Yep, that's exactly what happens when you try to step over somebody. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I don't care how much I like your ass.
Facts. You try to step over me, you got to get dealt with.
I mean, I don't care how much I like you as a player. Like you do some shit like that to some player, and that happens to you.
You
deserve that shit.
You deserve it.
You deserve that shit.
You lucky, bro. Honestly,
he looking at him like, yo, what the fuck? No, you trying to step over me.
Real talk. You see, NBA players sometimes be so lucky these refs don't let them do some shit. Because in that moment right there, you're supposed to get pounced on. Pause.
No. But Tom just looked at him like, what? And now he started laughing at his ass. Yeah, that's what you get, bitch. Sorry. No. What? Niggas. What are they reviewing here?
Review what? This man just tried to step over him.
Okay, so let's
a bench player like this nigga David, like, bitch, you only relevant because you married to Steph Curry's sister. Fuck out of here.
Who, Lee?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, both of them ain't relevant for shit to me. Like both of them have the same amount of relevance to me. Bertantes and Lee.
Literally.
That's Bertantes, right?
Yeah, okay. Bitch ass nigga used to shoot threes over in Washington.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
But at least he had a better shot. Listen,
I'm gonna tell you guys.
Damian Lee is literally only known for being married to Steph Curry's sister.
Oh shit, Draymond Green is beefing with Reggie Bullock? Nah, okay, no, he's beefing
Who
with
is Draymond Green not beefing with, kid?
Listen, I can't have him beef with Reggie Bullock. Oh, see, look, okay, right here. There goes the foul.
What you mean you can't have him beef with Reggie Bullock for? What did Reggie Bullock do first? What did he do first?
He was better than Evan Fournier. We missed him last year. What's in the talk mix? Because, you know.
So Reggie Bullock was going to have at least a couple games of...
Emotional damage.
I ain't gonna hold you yet. This past year was emotional damage. This was emotional damage.
You know what's so bad is that...
This was emotional damage. Like, yo, remember... Dude, do you remember our two best wins are against the damn team in the Eastern Conference Finals?
No, B.
Think about this. No. B. Our two best wins of the season are against the motherfuckers in the Eastern Conference Finals.
So we were known for being a defensive team. We kind of got cooked defensively last year.
Kinda.
Okay.
Kinda.
I'm trying to protect
niggas had 1 year success and got mad comfortable. For what? Bitch, you lost 4-1. The fuck you getting comfortable for?
You realize that Reggie Bullock played... Shit. That's just peanuts in that cup.
Hey, man. You never know.
Played the kind of defense on Devin Booker and Chris Paul and them boys exactly the way we needed. He just didn't have enough offense. But he's a microwave. He was gonna hit his shots or he's not. And
I'm sorry we didn't have Luka.
Second,
Luka.
But no, second. Somehow, some way, the same exact position Frank Ntilikina was put in against Trae Young by Tom Thibodeau, that Tom Thibodeau got excoriated for. He thrived in that same position in Phoenix, guarding Devin Booker and Chris Paul. Suddenly he got 2 blocks, 4 steals. He's hitting 3-pointers. Like, what the fuck? This is what made it hurt even more. See?
What NBA game were you watching where Frank
Emotional damage.
They brought him off the bench, cold as fuck. In that same kind of scenario that they brought him in. Remember to guard Trae Young? They did that in the last closing of the game.
Me sick.
And he thrived.
You make me sick.
You know what he looked like?
You sicken me.
An elite defender.
Oh, no, you did not. You did not. You just wanted to justify Frank Ntilikina. That's all you wanted to do. That's all you wanted to do.
I'm hurt. When I saw that shit,
You're hurt.
I was like,
You're hurt.
I don't think anybody
You're hurt.
sees what's
You're
happening.
hurt. There's no Luka. It's easier to play defense when I got a fucking Luka Doncic.
Wait. How does Luka help you play defense?
What? When I got a guy who can go out here and get 40 and 10 like that with no problem?
Oh, you mean Luka's offense makes it better? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Where was that on the
sorry.
Knicks?
I'm sorry. I thought you was talking about Luka like he was a defensive anchor for half a second.
Bitch.
Oh,
That
okay.
nigga's Matador defense. Listen, man. That's why everybody says, what the fuck? In this series right here, that's why when everybody's talking about who gonna guard Luka, my immediate response is, who is Luka guarding? Oh, shit.
Did the ice pop?
It's getting hot. It's getting hot.
God damn. Bombs in this bitch.
But yeah, like I said,
Yo, you know
they
what?
can work
Damn.
on-
You know what we need to hear pretty soon?
Chops a 3-pointer.
We need to hear a couple of those pretty soon.
Listen,
Oh,
listen. Did you saw the shit where it's like, you know the shit is over when it's clutch time, and you hear Mike Breen yell, somebody.
Chops a 3-pointer.
You hear that bang? It's over.
It's like,
You be like,
I saw the one. I saw the one where it was like,
I know
When-
I've turned plenty of
He's like-
games off.
it was like when your team. No, it was like when your team is losing, but they're about to cover the spread, and then you hear.
Chops a 3-pointer.
I know, man. Listen, I know I've done 2 things plenty of times when I hear that.
So-
I've turned plenty of games off, and I've celebrated like a motherfucker when I hear that
About
bang.
this. I have something from last Wednesday I want to talk about. I want to have something from last Wednesday I want to talk about.
Bang.
So,
That bang has
All
become
right.
more iconic than
Here
Marv
we go.
Albert's yes.
this is the unconventional.
Shout out to Marv.
Right?
Miss you, Marv.
Since you're talking about Klay Thompson here, right? So keep in mind where this is going,
Oh, don't do it. Don't do it.
right?
Please don't do it.
No, we're gonna have fun with this.
Don't do
I
it.
wish your Will was here. Text your
Please
Will.
don't do it.
Text your Will. Tell him to go.
His monkey ass is the reason why I'm here.
That's because you both. Yeah, I'm sort of think like you and you are not the same. Are the same people. Like when he's here, you're not here. When you know.
Yeah. No. You don't. I didn't tell you.
I was saying him to text
He
you
went,
on
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
He went out his way to hit my phone
I
and
told
go
him to.
crazy.
I told him.
I knew you had something to do with that shit.
Yeah.
I knew you had something to do with
I
that
told him
shit.
because I was out here talking reckless. I forgot what the fuck I was saying.
Great. I'm great. I'm like, that's literally what I said. I said, if Chill Will's texting me, Talon is talking crazy spicy.
That's and you know what's funny? I just realized both of you have the same go-to
Mannerisms.
move. Like,
Text the other.
it was like, yo,
Text the
it's
other.
like,
It's like, yo,
I start going.
I can't
like,
deal
yo,
with this shit no more.
Where's Chill Will?
I
need Chill
I
Will
can't
here.
deal with this
Like, fuck
shit
this.
right now.
Chill Will be like, yo, where's KJ? I need.
I can't deal with this shit right now. I can't deal with this shit right now. Emotional damage.
Like, I'm sorry. I don't. Yo, you know what? No, that is funny because I have given all of my friends.
Emotional damage.
Some of them I've given sports emotional damage. Some of them I've given sexual innuendo emotional damage to. Some of them I've given don't ever look through this nigga's phone emotional damage to. Very specifically, okay, I'm gonna go. I can look through your phone, and if you tell me to go to 6 pictures, I'm gonna go exactly to 6 and not one over because I will have.
Emotional damage.
Listen, not for nothing. Like my original. Listen, everybody that I met the first 5 years that I've gotten out the army, right? They have all seen my. Just saying.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
They've seen my.
Damn, Daniel.
They've seen my.
Cleveland. This is for you.
I am no longer sad that I haven't been here. I see why I haven't been coming as often. Oh my god. Make it stop. Make
They have seen
stop.
my. Oh my god. I just realized with the connotation I gave it, this had a whole different meaning now.
That one makes you sound very, very suspect.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm gonna see my afterlife. Whew. I almost got reincarnated. God damn.
Bitches.
The second half gonna have to turn around.
Unlike for somebody.
So, I'm gonna play this game with you, right? This is
Game time.
This is an unconventional best players in NBA history, right?
Oh, I hate this game already.
Now, understand that there's a little quirkiness into this.
Well, we know LeBron James won't be in this.
Definitely not. Actually, I'm gonna let you. I'll tell you something at the end of this. Damn it.
I'll never forget the day when Talon looked me dead in my face and told me LeBron was 12.
He's not even 12. Come on, I keep like. Did I come to the conclusion that he at least got to 12?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. He got to 12.
I was gonna say what?
He's not okay.
You know what I really need you to do?
What I was trying to tell you is that he's not in my top 10.
What I really need you to do.
What's up?
I need you to submit this shit to Stephen A. for Stephen A's World and say LeBron is not top 10.
There's too many Lakers alone that come ahead of him. That's the more reason why he definitely can't be top 5. Like you tell me he's top 5, I can't even listen to you. That's why I can't put him in top 5. There's Lakers and then there's Jordan. Like what the fuck are we talking here? Like there's like 12 Lakers and Jordan I can put in the top 5 before I even think about LeBron's name. I'm sorry.
Did LeBron have sex with one of your women or something? Like,
No, he made me miss a Knick game.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I'm talking to Talon or if I'm talking to Skip Bayless.
Listen. They took off a Knick game I was trying to watch in Germany, and they decided to put on his high school game. Fuck, I care about a goddamn high school player named LeBaron. Shit, my motherfucking Knicks.
You know it takes energy to have this amount of hatred, right?
I don't have hatred. I'm just like, yo.
You don't have hatred.
He ain't the GOAT.
Who's that? He was the
Bro,
GOAT?
this is where my vitriol come up because automatically he was deemed he was goated, and I have to constantly remind people he is not Billy, because even my GOAT, you understand? I have to remind people this, right? There are GOATs and then there are Billies, right? You understand? There's Billy GOATs in this bitch. In my era, I saw a GOAT, and even he submits to a Billy. And his name, ironically, is Billy Russell. A lot of people call Tom Brady a GOAT. But we all know he don't got those rings without his Billy. His Billy Belichick.
Tampa shitted on all of that.
No, I didn't. Because
sure
because
did.
the next year, Matthew Stafford showed that any reasonable quarterback could go switch and go to a super team and win a Super Bowl the very next year. And like it's commonplace
You're
now.
stuttering as you're saying it,
No,
so you don't even believe it.
I do believe it because I was hoping that Matthew Stafford would do it so we could make it commonplace. So now anytime anybody like, oh, Tom Brady
So
did
what
this
do
in
you, so
Tampa
what do you
Bay.
say when he gets 8 this year?
When he gets 8 this year?
What do you say if 8 comes this year? What do you say if 8? You gonna make me hope Tampa win the Super Bowl now. You gonna make me hope Tampa win the Super Bowl now just because I will have to come look you in your face and say, what do you have to say on that Monday night? Oh, God.
Listen, there's only going to be one reasonable response that I'll be able to have at that point in time if he wins 8, and that is that.
I'm from New York, and you know what? Tom Brady's a fucking bitch.
And that'll be my only logical response.
Because you'll have nothing else to say. You couldn't deny nothing. You couldn't deny nothing. To get 2 Super Bowls without Belichick,
No.
and then
Belichick.
Arians left too.
Still a super stacked team, though. I'm sorry. He went to a stacked team. It's like
Todd Bowles, the same Todd Bowles who couldn't even coach the Jets. The same Todd Bowles who couldn't coach the Cardinals.
I really hate the fact that Todd Bowles is the coach because I kind of like.
I'm telling you right now. If
okay.
Brady wins 8 this, telling.
You see that thing right behind you? Can you pass me that?
Oh, the sage?
Yeah.
The sage?
Yeah. Pass me the whole thing.
Cause listen, brother, you're gonna need a whole life supply if Brady wins the Super Bowl. Cause when I tell you, I'm gonna watch if they make it to the Super Bowl, I'm gonna watch the shit with you. Because if Brady pulls that out and gets 8, oh my God. Especially if it's some game-winning drive. Oh, D.
Let's get this energy cleared up. Let's get this energy out of that air.
No. My God.
Let's purify this.
You see, ladies and gentlemen, you see, this is how great Tom Brady has literally my co-host literally shook to the point where he literally isn't. He can't say nothing. He's speechless. He can only pull a Kyrie Irving right now.
We're gonna clear.
Hey, well, you got the lid. Stage it this way.
He can only pull a Kyrie Irving.
Listen, we are gonna clear the ear of any negative Tom Brady energy. We cannot have him getting another piece of jewelry unless he decides to remarry his fucking wife. Listen, that's.
I'm gonna have to stay away from Talon when we make football predictions because if Talon even mentions anything negative about Brady, I'm gonna literally have to say I hope Tampa win the Super Bowl, kid. Just because I'm gonna have to look at you and see what you got to say.
Damn, I can't. Whoa, that's gonna be. It's gonna be hard. But again, he still will succumb to a Billy because that Billy is what made him. And you could see that's the thing. He can never surpass Bill Belichick.
But that same Billy hasn't done shit since he left.
Because he don't have a super team.
That ain't his fault.
Okay.
He wanted to play GM. He wanted to play GM.
The same way
He wanted to play GM. He been playing GM for years. Do a better job of getting a roster together, nigga.
Listen, man.
Exactly. You can't say nothing. You can't say nothing.
What I'm about to say is that
I hope Brady get 8. And I used to hate this motherfucker.
the way
because he used to cause me so much pain.
Those super
My
teams hurt
Pittsburgh Steelers. Oh, the pain he used to bring to my Pittsburgh Steelers. But that nigga, come on, man. This is what they do.
That's not, I said it's not the word. I wonder if you can hear me on this.
This is what they do.
Can they not hear me on pod? They're coming and going. I don't see none of them sticking.
Yeah, you know, it's Friday night. It's Friday night and the weekend's here. I need to unwind.
Oh, anybody wants to unwind? Anybody want to unwind?
Oh, we do that at the house, brother.
Okay.
We do that at the house. You know, niggas is lightweights over here. You gotta teach me how to roll, though. If I learn how to roll, this shit is over with. Promise you.
You
If I learn how to roll, this shit is over with. I promise you.
stop it right now. You
I know you got the paper. You got the easy shit too. That's what pisses me off even
listen
more.
exactly because I don't know how to roll. Step your ass into the future.
Shit, I'm telling you, I promise you. I learned how to roll.
Okay,
it is
so
over with,
let me
yo.
talk to the decision maker. Listen,
Decision maker, motherfucker.
get yourself,
Don't you ever disrespect me like that again.
get yourself some pre-rolls, okay? Some cones, just so you can just stuff these motherfuckers. It's a whole lot easier. You don't have to worry about it. Like,
We just twist the end.
that's it. Or cap it off, or however you.
Where'd you get it from?
Online, Amazon. Live right to your front door.
Thank God I got me an Amazon Prime. I'm about to
Yeah,
order
2
that
days.
shit tonight.
Yeah, like I bought this one. This is 20, right? This costs like $10. And that's only because I needed something really quick.
That $20 is gonna fit. Is gonna
$10.
that $10, $20.
You
Trust
can
me,
buy
it's gonna last a while.
for $5 more, right, or $10 more, you can get yourself 100.
And I wouldn't need to buy any till probably about December.
Yeah,
Because
it'll last
you
forever.
already know. Niggas
Like,
is
I
lightweight.
started. I say it off here, but I started. Oh no, we give away doobie snacks now on Wednesdays also for trivia questions now.
Oh, yeah,
right?
I know.
Not just for
I know.
not necessarily just them. Yeah,
I know. That's
yeah.
how I got my two.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did.
That's how I got my two.
Yeah. So.
And trust me, that shit literally finished not too long ago.
Oh shit. God
Exactly. That's how lightweight niggas are.
Shit was hitting me.
Had me going crazy,
I still
and
miss
I
those days.
loved it.
You know what's so funny?
That's why I can't smoke that much. I literally do not want to turn into where I smoke all the time, because I need to be lightweight in that. I would rather be heavy drinker all day.
I still remember the person
All day.
I was with when I was a lightweight, and I remember she was a heavyweight, but she was also BBW too. So like it was also she was like a heavyweight in both sense. Right. But
This fucking guy.
what? I mean, like, still though, she like, it was just like she was.
You know what you sound like?
What?
You sound like the
Like
22
Drake?
version of Miss New Booty. Most deaf.
Yo, what I'm saying though, right, is that, right?
Big thing.
What I'm saying is that it was one of them BBWs, like you don't really realize it until afterward, cause like, she just carries everything well, like, but the ass is like.
Ass so fat it makes just like most
like
deaf
ass
said.
so fat you can see her from the front, for real, like, and then she always wore like high heels, so that shit always perked the fuck up. You know what I mean? And then like she had like a monster rack. I think like she had like these E's or some ridiculous shit.
E's?
Yeah, them shit was fucking amazing. Why the fuck did we stop dating?
He probably did some dumb shit.
I did. I think I
did some dumb shit.
I think I just went ghost.
This fucking
Eventually, like after like 4 years.
after 4 years, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she trapped me into it. I realized later, like she entrapped me into a relationship. Like the whole time I was like, I'm not in a relationship, and I realized, wait a minute, we did that for 4 years. I was in a relationship. Didn't even know it.
This nigga is so.
Listen, you know what's funny? She's one of the Nickies my ex was.
Ah! Have you had enough of Nickies in your lifetime, son?
No, I'm trying to date another Nicki right now. Shit, I love me some Nickies. Because then I can
Talk
call
about saging for Tom Brady. You gonna sage for this shit too.
you know why I like Nickies? Because I can call them Nicks. I'm sorry. I have dated
There's a whole nother thing down here.
I have dated.
I'm not even sure this can help this man.
I think out of all of the people I've dated, I think I've dated more Nickies or Nicoles than any other name. Damn, I just realized that shit. I really love my Nicks.
It was the Stephanies for me.
Is it stuff?
Stephanies. No wonder why I fuck with Steph Curry. Pause.
Not decided sports.
Pause. The lighter side of sports. Stephanie's always seem to find niggas. I'm like, yo, get the fuck out of here with your cross between male and female name. Get out of here. Steph, not Stevie.
Wait, maybe. Wait, but I'm saying though, now you may have a thing with cross between names.
That is true. That is true. I'm literally thinking like, yeah.
Listen, I got a thing with I realized too. It was in the beginning. Like I used to have a thing with chicks with gaps, and then I saw a chick with gaps the other day. Like I don't know, like a little tiny one. I like major ones. Like that's some shit that you could part the Dead Sea with. right?
Like the shit that's part of the roller coaster.
Yeah,
when the roller coaster
just
come through
a
the
nice
shit.
little shit. I don't know why. Like,
Yeah,
I used to
no,
find
that
shit
shit
sexy.
nah.
And then I saw a chick the other night, and I was like, you know what? I still like that shit. Listen, I likes what I likes. And you know what's funny?
At least you consistent.
That's the thing about it. I'm not consistent. You can line them all like that. So
You see what I did?
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
Shit, that shit went from
damn,
back
they
to
pushed it back
13
up.
to
back
fucking
up to 20
yeah.
after these Jalen Brunson, the future New York Knicks point guard.
No, don't say that.
No, that's the. I know that's the.
Don't say that.
I'm trolling Knicks fans here.
Let's say, don't say that.
Listen, we got the sage brand.
I don't want that.
Let's release that one
please.
too.
I don't want
Listen,
that.
Yeah, cause I
don't want that.
You know why?
want
Because I don't
that.
want them to pay the price that they got to pay for.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly. They're gonna pay the price for a guy that didn't have that coverage on him. He didn't have that Luka attention on him.
You could, which they just want a competent point guard, but I'm like, you know what? At this point in time, go draft him or build him.
Yes.
Because
in real talk, do you really have to draft him when you got Quickly and
McBride
McBride back there?
yeah,
Come on, man.
and Rose as a backup third.
Come on now. You don't need to draft no point guard.
And if Kemba Walker's still on the team,
if anything, draft a wing.
or a power forward or some shit.
Power forward. Because somebody didn't play up to standards. But you're not part of the subject because you're not relevant right now.
That's actually why I actually said that in the intro. Why I think I was gonna try to stay away from Knicks talk because they're just not relevant enough for me to talk.
No. There's too much shit going on to worry about.
That's what we was doing. That's why I was back here. Alrighty, let's play this game. Let's finally play this game.
Game time.
Alright. Do I got some game music? I didn't have it. I don't think I loaded up the game music. But we didn't answer the question about Nick Satan. We normally give out an award for a lot more egregious acts.
'Cause he's a piece of poo.
Is this deserving of the?
Yeah.
Cannot play with him.
Yeah.
Cannot win with him.
Yeah.
Cannot coach with
It
him.
is, right?
I mean, you already played it, so.
I don't want put him in the You filthy animal.
Yeah, he gets the pop award.
The
piece of poop award, right?
Man,
Yeah.
every dog has its day.
Because
Every dog has its day.
like we played it. We played the line from Boondocks. Which, oh my god, I'm saying when I watch it these days, I be cringing or sometimes I be like, damn, this shit was passing. like I can't like if I watch Boondocks, I can't watch it the next company.
One thing I haven't done?
What's that?
I haven't watched the Boondocks High.
Have you watched the Chappelle Show?
High?
Mm-hmm.
I know.
You know what?
But don't worry. By the next time you see me, that's gonna be completely different.
You know what's gonna happen,
That's
right?
gonna be completely different.
You know what? You got to wait. Cause I'm about to start dabbing soon. Right?
Oh, you're wildin'. You're wildin'.
So
Yo,
when you
Alan.
start watching that, I want to dab when I'm watching it, so I can be like, yo,
Alan.
I'm about to start dabbing too. My dude upgraded. So, like that Beyonce song, when your dealer upgrades, you know what that's basically saying? He's like, let me upgrade you as well.
Let me upgrade you.
So, yeah. I think we're gonna put Nick Satan in our piece of poop award. Like he didn't do anything as despicable as some of these other guys, but he definitely broke a whole. But listen, look.
It was the snitching for me. I've seen a lot of snitching going on lately, and I'm not fucking with it.
See what you made popular, Pat Beverly?
Mm.
So, best players.
But it was still entertaining as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Shit. That was the most I was tuned into more than ESPN Sports Talk in a mad long.
You know what? You're not the only one because I want to say that.
I mean, granted, I not necessarily I watch it, but I just keep it there. So it's just around there. And if I catch something interesting, it's like, okay, what was that? But that was the first time in a minute that I was like, okay, I need to be locked in.
I want to say I agree with you. I haven't watched First Take, Get Up, and like I listen to more shit than I watch these days, especially when it comes to sports shit, right?
Right.
And also because I don't pay attention to a lot of first, and I'll fully tell people why I don't watch a lot of First Takes anymore. Stephen A. and I have a lot of similar mannerisms. I realized this a long ass time ago, right? Like we've always had a lot of similar shit. Like he has a lot of takes that I have. Like a lot. He thinks about a lot of shit about the same way I think about a lot of shit. So I had to stop watching him because sometimes I don't want my thoughts to get counter on people like, oh, so I just had to stop kind of watching Stephen A. There's certain people I had to stop watching because I'm like, yeah, we align too much sometimes, and I don't want it. I don't want what you said to convolute what I'm about to say. You know what I mean? So sometimes I like to watch people that disagree with me. You know what I mean? Like, believe it or not, or I just watch, or I listen just for information. Or like I said, I was watching a lot of I Am Athlete because, like I said, the Kyrie Irving joint popped up, and then that took me down the rabbit hole, and I watched the Deion Sanders joint. You know what I mean? And then I was like, damn, I need to get back into watching listening to I Am Athlete. I haven't listened to them in a while. But let's play our game. So you know what? Let me see. Let's get Stevie involved. Stevie, listen, I'm gonna have you pick a song. Do you want the love to see it, hate to see it song? The lighter side of sports song? The go hard or go home song? Or the Florida Man song?
Florida Man.
Good choice. For the game show, that is. Well, let's put this on a loop. We're gonna come back. Hey, that's perfect game show music. I'm telling you, like it just worked out perfect. See?
That's why she's a keeper. That's why she's a keeper.
Alrighty. So, this is the
I'm laughing because dog.
the best player in NBA history. Now, this is an unconventional list, right? Even though it will have some conventional people on this list, this is an unconventional list.
Oh, man.
And some of you may have heard about this, may have heard me when I did this earlier in the week. So if you guys want to still play along at home, continue to play along and continue to feed me some of those suggestions for some of these greatest
Feel free to
players
snitch
in NBA
and tell me what the
history.
fuck is going on. Don't let me walk into no trap.
Okay.
Don't let me walk into the ditch that have the leaves all set up and shit. Like,
I'ma
come
tell you
walk this way and then
By the time I get to number 10, or at number 10 is gonna be the first one. Number 10, you're not gonna realize where this list is going. But by number 9, you'll fully understand this list.
You see the fuck shit? He said number 10. I'm not gonna know what the fuck is going on, but by number 9, go ahead, continue, man.
And then you also
You
understand.
make my skin crawl.
You'll fully understand how this correlates with Klay Thompson as well too.
Oh,
And
God.
then
Leave Clay alone.
And then we'll have to determine a position for Klay.
Oh God. Clay, it wasn't me, Clay.
So listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Want me to tell you something? You want a little. You want a little
Clay, it
a
wasn't
little-
me, son.
You
It
want a little
wasn't me,
hint
son.
into how this list goes?
How does it go, man?
Okay. The person I got this list from, not only did they have LeBron James on here at 4, right? Klay Thompson was number 1. And now let's play the game. And I'll explain it. And then
Y'all make my head hurt.
so at number 10, we have the golden child himself. America's most beloved NBA player.
This is not a shooting thing. This is definitely not a shooting thing.
You know him as Wardell.
This is not a shooting
The
thing.
rest of the world know him as Steph.
This is definitely not
At
a
number
shooting
10, we have Steph Curry.
This is definitely not a shooting drill. It's not a free throw drill. It's not.
I told you, Klay was number 1 and LeBron was 4. Originally on their list. When I remade this list into 10, Klay fell off of his number 1 spot, and LeBron was altogether removed. LeBron doesn't make this list at all. Number 9. Mr. How do I best describe him? Actually, you know what? I don't think that I can describe him. I think Jimmy can describe him.
I can guard him and he can't guard me. Like at the end of the day, there's something you just don't say as a man.
Bubble T.J. Warren. Number 9.
I'm gonna be so mad with this list.
Now remember, I told you,
I already know.
this list only had 5 individuals. I remixed it and made it a top 10 list.
What the fuck does Steph Curry and T.J. Warren
Alright.
have to do with
Best players in NBA history. That's how they had the list named. They had this list named as best players in NBA history. So I have Stephen Curry as number 10, and then I put Bubble T.J. Warren.
Best players in NBA history.
Right? They had Clay number 1. Alrighty. Number 8. Kobe.
Oh man.
Kobe wasn't on their list. Just let you guys know. Number 7. You want to take a guess at number 7?
No, I really don't. I really fucking don't.
Hoodie Mello. Listen, all I did was add onto a list that was already out there.
Oh god.
Number 6.
That's why you can't take social media seriously.
Number 6. Now this person was on their list. Ben Simmons in practice.
Oh my god.
Now he fell on my list because
brought a way to make Ben Simmons in here. I thought I escaped this shit. Oh my god.
now I dropped him on my list, and to be honest with you, he probably should have dropped to number 10, right? But
What?
Ben, they had him at number 5.
What list?
They had him at number 5 as
In
best
what
players
list?
in NBA history.
At what? At what?
Ben Simmons in practice was number 5.
Oh my god.
Now originally,
What world is Ben Simmons better than Steph Curry in anything? Shit.
like I said, I probably should have
Bubble TJ.
I probably should have put Ben Simmons all the way at number 10.
Niggas said Ben Simmons in practice is better than Kobe.
Well, they didn't have Jersey. Wait, they didn't have Hoodie Mello. They didn't have Kobe. They didn't have Bubble T.J. Warren or Steph on their list. I had to add all these guys, and to be honest with you, Ben Simmons in practice probably should be number 10. To be honest with you, I probably need to redo this list and make it number 10.
Or not. I don't know at all.
But then it has to get the list needs a Remember, I told you LeBron James is number 4. And LeBron James doesn't make my list.
Oh, go figure. The great LeBron James.
All right. So number 6 was Ben Simmons in practice. Number 5 is Jersey Biden Kobe. See, I'm still following the theme of this list and how Klay Thompson was number 1 on their list, but he still fell on mine.
Oh, Game 6 Clay. I already figured it out. I figured it out. Peep the theme. Game 6 Clay. Game 6 Clay. You can cut the nonsense because you ain't catch the argument. You ain't catch the argument, B. Game 6 Clay is the motherfucking GOAT. I ain't never seen nothing better. Every Game 6 I seen that nigga play in.
So, at number 5, I put in Jersey Biden Kobe.
All right, hurry up so we can talk about Game 6 Clay.
Number 4, who was number 3 on their list, was KD on a 73-win team. Number 3, who was number 2 on their list, was down 0-2 Kawhi. So now you understand why I have like Bubble T.J. Warren and Jersey Biden, Kobe, and Hoodie Mello in here. You know what I mean? But then when they put LeBron in here as like the only real person, I was like, fuck that. Kobe gonna get in here before LeBron.
I know you saw that with disgust. I know you looked at that like
fuck that. I was like, and you know what? I stayed on par. Not only was he not in my top 5, he wasn't even in my top 10. He's 12. Okay. Actually, no. Because you know what? I still number 11. I still would have probably put in Robert Horry for a game-winning shot. I'm putting in Big Shot Bob.
I ain't gonna hold you, Bob. Big Shot Bob is top 5.
You know?
Big Shot Bob is top 10. All them shots was in the conference finals and the NBA finals.
To stay truthful to this list, if you want to get LeBron in here, you're gonna have to put in LeBron versus Detroit in that last, what was that? That last,
or the Celtics in Game 6
was it
of 2012.
when he scored like the last 28 points of the game or last 25 points?
Oh, I know. Yeah, the young LeBron in 07. But then, but that Game 6 brought up in Boston too.
See, I'm telling you, I was so ready to forgive him until he came to Miami. That was the nail in the coffin. Like I was easing off. Like I was really becoming a LeBron James sympathizer.
And then he said,
I'm
taking my talents to sell beef.
And it was like,
beef
fuck
to
that.
the-
Like that
Yeah.
door closed completely. Never opening that shit ever again. That shit's a hidden room and behind of a fucking wardrobe.
But hey, at least the second one was to the Celtics.
So, number 3, down 0-2 Kawhi Leonard. We determined who number 2 is. Game 6, Klay Thompson, who was number 1 on their list. Number 1. Who's number 1 on all my list?
He's gotta be a Knicks player.
Michael fucking Jordan. That's an issue who got it. I was like, there's no way LeBron James get on this before Mike. And I was like, you know what, he get on here before Kobe. I just couldn't say Mike yet when I said the original story. Cause I would have got like, and then I was like, you know what? Who else would I put on this list before I put LeBron on there? Like, give me Steph. I was like, who was that? I had a hard time. See, I had a hard time remembering T.J. Warren's name. I had to put Bubble beside his name for a while. I just couldn't remember. I had to go to the Jimmy Butler drop that we have here. I was like, I have his name there. Because since then, I think T.J. Warren's been out the league, but he's still better than LeBron James. That version of him was. And even though he didn't win a championship, and LeBron James won a championship in the bubble. Shit, even Jimmy, listen, I give Bubble Jimmy better than LeBron James. He'll get number 12. Shit. You want to say some shit that really hurts? Since it's number 13 and number 13 has nothing to do with bad luck. Give me Reggie Miller in the final fucking 18 seconds versus the Knicks. Shit.
Damn. That's how I know it cut deep. He said Reggie. He said Reggie before Braun. He said Reggie. But as he said, he had to light up.
And that one hurt. I almost cried. I ain't gonna lie. I was tearing up in this bitch. That shit hurt.
That nigga said I almost cried.
I think I'm joking. Look at my eyes. This ain't from the coffin. Like I was teared up for real. Like I.
Oh my
Like
God.
I have serious
Emotional damage.
for real. Like Reggie Miller gave me PTSD for real. Like, fuck that nigga. Like, I see that nigga breaking his kneecaps.
Don't worry. They gonna show him sometimes from the TV screen. Cause it's conference finals time.
Oh my God! Speaking of,
Marv, I miss you.
like when Tom Brady gets his deal, I guess I stopped listening to those football games too. Like I was like, shit.
Emotional
I
damage.
have no reason. I look forward to sometimes watching games on mute. Like, listen, give me the reason. Just give me a reason. Oh my God! But that, folks, were the best players in NBA history.
Jesus. It was the Clay thing. I'm like, I got Clay. How could Game 6 Clay?
Game 6 Clay.
The funny thing is, I was telling motherfuckers before that Game 6 too. I said, yo, y'all know what game this is, right? This is Game 6. You know what Clay do in Game 6 is, y'all boys. And it was just watching him do. I was like, yes, I can't wait to go in the group chat. I'm going crazy.
Like,
Going
I
crazy.
don't know about you guys. When I see Clay transform,
Literally holding up the 6 because he knows what time it is.
I feel like I no longer even see him in his regular jersey anymore.
Never.
I see him in the. I'm
Flame on.
In fact, I'm picturing him with the headband on, in the old school shorts and shit like that at the beach, and he's just now in the background with sand and shit, and he's just like everybody else is gone. It's just him and his white man can't jump moment. Throw it up.
At this point, it wouldn't surprise me if any other game in the series Clay doesn't do jack shit. But that Game 6 though, That game motherfucking 6.
And folks,
Clay's literally probably built a whole Hall of Fame career off of game 6s.
could have in the play. God damn! Oh, there's only way to get games in the playoffs.
OKC to Houston to Toronto to Memphis. In all these performances, they either saved the season or ended the series.
Listen, and you could perform like Game 6 Clay as well. With
Blue Chew.
Hey, folks, if you guys don't know what Blue Chew is, what is Blue Chew? Blue Chew, this happens to be a little blue pill that can get you back your throat. All you need to do is open up a pack and head straight to the sack. Just a few chews before you do. Just a few chews before you do. This thing has the same active
bitch ass nigga.
Good, it's off the screen. Good. This thing has the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, so this is one opportunity that you just can't miss. For a very low cost, you can beat it up like a boss, and she will love like you come through like a champ. Maybe like Clay in Game 6 when you Blue Chew in advance. And folks, all you need to do is use this week's promo code. It's Friday, so you have a few more days before this promo code expires. So use it while it's still active, hot, and live. It's the promo code of PMAJ. Yeah, that's Papa, Mike, Alpha, Juliet, and you can get your first order of Blue Chew for free. Yes, for the free $99. And then she could get her Kanye workout plan on. You understand, folks? She will love it. You will love it. Because with Blue Chew, I'm going to tell you how simple it is. I'm going to tell you how simple. Actually, you know what? I'm not even going to tell you how simple it is. KJ, tell them how simple it is. What's the only 2 things you need to do when it comes to Blue Chew?
Put it in your mouth and fuck.
Or are you chewing and do it? You know what I mean? Or if you're not a chewer, then you can suck it and fuck it. You know what I mean? Either way, you gonna be happy. She gonna be happy. Like I'm gonna tell you what you do afterwards. What you do afterwards, what you do is that you grab yourself a bucket, right? You go get yourself a little 6-pack of Gatorade, right? You go and you pour yourself all those Gatorades in the bucket, and after your Blue Chew performance, you go ahead and you throw some Gatorade on you because you would have fucking put on a championship performance. And ladies, don't be shy. You can order Blue Chew too. Now you can't take it, but you can give Blue Chew to him. Just stir it into his favorite blue drink. Make him give it in a Gatorade. Put it into his Hypnotic. You know that Hennessy and that Hennessy and Hypnotic mix. Put it into his Incredible Hulk. Like whatever you need to do. Like slip him a Blue Chew.
And fellas, don't be offended if your lady is giving you Blue Chew. It does not mean that you're not doing things.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that. It just means she wants a little bit more.
Like, we know you're giving 100%. Give 110%. You understand? Just remember what Kanye told, what Kobe told Kanye in that commercial. like you understand? It's about outdoing your last performance. And also, ladies,
when you in the great place of Pound Town, I know all you niggas want to make sure that you represent.
For real. Like,
you got to make sure that they put respect on your name when they want to go talk to their homegirls.
Like, make sure you do all that shit you said you was going to do in the text messages.
Word! Because if you don't,
they're going to talk about you.
In a negative light.
And you don't get repeat offenders. And we all live off residuals. Right? So,
what have you done for me lately?
I want half, Eddie. Right? But also, you never have to worry about whiskey dick. You want to know the cure to whiskey dick?
Lord have mercy.
Blue Chew. Seriously.
Or don't drink it.
Blue. But nobody here, they're not going to drink. Like, if you want to cure whiskey dick, Blue Chew. You never have to worry about saying, that girl, man, this never happens to me. Because it would never happen to you with Blue Chew. What's that promo code again? PMAJ. Just saying. Put some stank in it.
some steak. Yeah, put some steak in it.
I'm just saying, now flip, do
Put a little steak in it.
Be like Missy, flip it and reverse it. You know what I mean? Put it down, flip it and reverse it.
Yeah,
Have her speaking in tongues. Have her talking about freaking. Like, who's this? It's your freaking freaking. It's your freaking nigga friend. Exactly. Like, me. That's what I'm saying. Fuck with your Timbs on. Missy Elliott, Timberland. Like it's all hand and foot.
It all goes hand in hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Speaking of hand and foot, like the next Nikki that I want, like I want to bite her ankle.
Oh God!
I'm just saying.
What about the anklet?
I want to bite her ankle.
Do you understand what type of bullshit she want to bite the ankle?
Yeah, it's very specific. See, what happens is that when you have them in a certain position, right, and you have that leg in the air, whatever, I kind of get carried away. When I'm getting carried away, I just bite the motherfucking ankle. I want to bite her ankle.
The ankle?
Yeah, I bite the ankle.
The ankle?
Yeah, whatever, right here. I bite right there. The ankle, the
The
lower
calf?
calf, the lower calf, right there.
Now that makes
That's
more
the
sense.
Achilles. Okay, I said the ankle. My bad.
You said the ankle.
You know
Like,
what? I am
imagine
saying the ankle.
to put an actual bone
Okay,
all up in your like.
Okay, calf.
And knowing you probably meant the outer part of the ankle too.
Yeah, like the Achilles area, the Achilles calf area.
You out there putting straight ash. You out there putting straight ash in your mouth.
I see now. When you say ankle, it does sound weird because
Yeah. You out there putting
like
straight
this
ash in
ain't
your
ankle,
mouth.
Okay, I'm talking about the Achilles.
You
and
take
lower
that. You take that out your mouth. You like.
powdery.
I need some water. I need some water. LeBron.
Exactly.
Cleveland!
Some water.
Put some water on that ankle, girl.
Okay. So I realized I've been mistaken. It's Achilles and lower and upper, so higher Achilles, lower calf, right? This right the area right there.
Why would you want to attribute to somebody possibly fucking up their Achilles?
I like.
You gonna bite this shit at the Achilles. Next thing you know, the motherfucker walk down the stairs.
She can't run away from me then.
Lord. Hey, strip that from the tape. Strip that from the tape. I'm sure motherfuckers can call that borderline rape. Strip it from the tape.
I didn't mean that.
It's kidnapping.
Like, no.
Kidnapping.
Like, what's
Strip
dating?
it from
She
the
can't
tape.
leave me.
It's two
Like,
niggas on a show talk about I bite the ankle, she tell Achilles she can't leave me. I wasn't here. I'm out the camera. It wasn't me. You got that camera all on you.
Make sure you get you on the IG
You
too.
can't see my face, B. No face, no case. Shout out to Young M.A.
We get everybody
No
on there.
face, no
we get all the
case,
accomplishments.
girl.
We get all the accomplishments in here. You understand? Listen. We got Mademoiselle
It
Spider
wasn't
over there.
me. I'm on my shaggy tip. I'm on my shaggy tip.
We
Pause.
call her Mademoiselle Spider because she wraps up all the bodies for us. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just trying to get this back right now. Oh, shit. Okay. They got it back to 12. Third quarter run coming up. Draymond Green got his fourth personal foul, which means that he's emotional.
That means the technical foul is coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, he's overdue for a tech. It's been a minute since I've seen.
He hasn't got a
Draymond
tech
Green
in
get a
this
technical foul.
series, has he?
Nigga, it's 2 games.
That's a long ass time though for him.
I can't recall the last time he got a series in the Memphis series.
He got one.
I think he got one in there. Well, yeah, he had to, because that's when his dumbass was out here cheering the crowd on, running out giving him the middle finger as he's walking out.
Yo, he got one or some shit like that. So, the Lakers head coaching search.
Who gives a fuck?
I give a fuck.
You gonna ruin good basketball talk over the motherfucking Lakers?
Well, they're looking for a head coach.
Who cares?
Everybody cares.
Everybody cares, Talon, about the Lakers head coach. You gonna lie on the podcast?
John cares about the Lakers.
Who the fuck is John? There's so many Johns in the world. There's Johns everywhere.
Pause. I don't like the way that sounded.
Yeah, big pause. Big pause. I said that shit. I said, hey, yo. Hey, yo. Don't never disrespect me out here talking about there's mad Johns out here.
Danger zone.
I was just happy that it's not Mark Jackson. That's why I care. They said that Mark Jackson is not a candidate.
You know why I'm happy it's not Mark Jackson? Because I need to hear more calls like when he said when Marcus Smart dropped that motherfucker in my Mark. He literally went boomerang. I'm watching the game on TV with my cousin.
I didn't hear it. I didn't hear the call. I wasn't.
You didn't hear the call?
I was.
Oh man,
Was that last night?
But you know the crossover.
Was that
right?
last night or yesterday? Or Wednesday? When was that game?
Yesterday.
Why the fuck didn't I hear the game yesterday?
Great question. Why didn't you hear the game yesterday?
I was working. Yeah,
That's tough.
I was working. So I was listening on the radio.
That's tough. But anyway, when Marcus Smart crossed that motherfucker.
So I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch the game yesterday. I still gotta watch that game.
Oh wow.
Like I heard the whole game. That's why I'm realizing that. Cause sometimes you hear it and I'm realizing like, damn, I know I still gotta come back and watch that whole fucking game.
All you were saying was you were drowning. Like, damn, they getting their ass whooped. They getting their asses kicked.
That's all I was thinking. Cause like I listened to the game and then like Google has a feature. If you look up the game, that you could pin the score to like your front screen. So like regardless of what you're doing, like you know what I mean, it will always stay up. It will stay. I'm doing deliveries. So you know what I mean. So like I was like,
so you looking, you see it. Oh shit.
So I'm listening to the score. And I'm like, I'm listening to the game. I'm looking at the score, and the score is a little ahead, and I'm just like, God damn, like God damn, like God damn, and then I'm listening to it, and I'm like, God damn, like shit. Like
fuck, all the motherfucking cuss words.
Like this was a shellacking. Like this was a ass whooping. Like
this was the you was fucking up in school. Your parents had to come leave work, come snatch you from the school, whoop you on the way home, get home, whoop you again. Dad get home from work, whooping again.
No. Bad thing about it, Dad gets home from work before you go to school the next day, and whips you before you hop on that motherfucking bus.
So you got the puffy eyes as you walk over to the
exactly.
Sheesh.
One of them shits.
Motherfuckers like, what the fuck happened to you?
That's why
hey, leave me alone, nigga.
That's what's happening for Nick Saban for snitching. But
But yeah, when Marcus Smart, back to Mark Jackson, when Marcus Smart crossed him up, I'm on the phone with my cousin. We going crazy.
Wait, 3 p.m. Oh, tomorrow's Saturday. I forgot today's Friday.
Marcus Smart
actually,
crossed him over. Marcus Smart crossed him over. He did the nene all the way, touched the ground and everything. They did the replay as they go on a commercial break. Mark Jackson hits him with the boomerang thing with Eartha Kitt. Marcus, shall we have this dance? I said, yo! Mark Jackson is not allowed to go back to coaching. I need him on television. Especially if he's going to go coach some sorry-ass team. The only exception is if Mark Jackson is going to a championship-ready team.
We're supposed to the Lakers are technically...
fuck that.
Technically.
Fuck that. Fuck that. That's crazy.
See, look, Draymond trying to get himself kicked out.
Yeah, he's trying to get a tech right now. He's trying to get a tech. He'll get one.
Oh, he gonna get one.
He'll get one.
He gonna get one.
He'll call it. He'll call it as I was just trying to wake up the team.
It's funny, right? Because we said two different things. We kind of said we was complaining about the same thing, but we're complaining about the same thing from two different start points, right? Because you were saying he's overdue for a tech, right? And I was over here like, shit. It is about time for him to get a tech. It's
We're there
like,
one.
And I was looking at it like, yo, it's about time for him to get a tech in this series. And you were like, well, it's only the second game in this series. But we still kind of say the same thing. Yeah, he overdue for a tech, period. Like, you're looking at it from the last time he got a tech.
But here's the thing.
You know how in this game, like, still period.
But B, you know how the playoffs is with the techs.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's gonna get one early, and he won't get
Oh, god damn it!
5th personal foul.
Get your ass out.
What do he do there? On a closeout. On who? On fucking Michael Finley?
Or Finney the Jet?
Whatever they like to call him. I call him Michael Finley Jr.
Michael Finney Jr. Dre, that dumbass foul you just got.
For real.
That was a dumbass foul. And now you about to get the tech. If you don't sit your dumb ass down.
Stop.
Oh, he already got the tech in the second quarter. He got the tech in the second quarter. See, here's the thing.
We can't make this shit up.
See, here's the shit. Here's the shit.
11 points.
There has to be somebody on that team that's just allowed to walk up to Draymond and slap the dog shit out of him.
It's Steph.
It's like, yo, shut the fuck up.
It's Clay.
Yeah, that's got to be Clay. He stands down to Clay.
Because he's too quick.
Because I've heard him how he talks about Clay.
He's too
the
quiet.
most competitive person I know.
He's too quiet. Like he's the kind of person that if he has to come up to you and be like,
I'm gonna get you behind the doors.
"Hey, yo, Draymond, shut the fuck up." You're like,
all right. Okay. Luka.
Apparently, I fucked up.
Clay the type of nigga is like, yeah, okay, cool, everything cool out here.
Ooh.
But behind closed doors, fucking shit up.
Got John on here laughing. Okay, so what we're gonna do? We're gonna be taking a hard break right now, right? As you guys know, it's about that time. We're gonna switch over feeds from our Podbean Live, and everybody else, you can hear a commercial. And for the people on Podbean, you're gonna lose our feed, but just look out for the next one, and we'll get ourselves reconnected. DJ MyT, try that commercial.
Malfunction.
They didn't join
Malfunction.
this team to win championships or become famous. They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights don't flash, and the only contract they sign is with themselves and their country. One day, they may be asked what they did to make a difference in this world, and they can respond.
You know what's funny? I was like, wait, did he just say what I thought he said? And you definitely did say what I thought you said.
Oh yes. That shit's off.
We're back with the MyT Sports Podcast. I am still your host and one and only Omar Taylor. Thank you guys for listening, regardless of what other platform you decide to listen to.
I got
us
my
at.
co-host, the one and only Quiet Storm. Since I got to do my own introductions now.
It's been a while. My muscle memory is off. Still back here with my co-host, the one and only Quiet Storm, KJ. We have the lovely Stevie over here chilling in the background.
The absolutely phenomenal Stevie.
And damn it, I was gonna play something, and I was in the middle of looking for it, and I forgot, but I remember now. Just like how we are back on the MyT Sports Podcast. We have about 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter, and as you guys know, the third quarter is when the
Come out to play. Warriors.
have reduced what was it up to 18 or 20 points or more?
It got to like 18.
Okay.
It might have got to 20, but probably
Yeah.
we be talking shit. So like,
So I know for at least what was an 18-point deficit is now an 8-point deficit. Stephen Curry is on the line. He makes his
at
free
least
throw,
they showed fight.
and we now have a 6-point game with 4 minutes and 15 seconds left
Unlike
into the
somebody
game.
else.
Now, also to remind you guys, there's no Draymond Green in the game as of right now, as he is on the bench with 5 fouls. You see Spencer Dinwiddie over here traveling.
Hey, yo, ref.
Okay, that's a no call on both sides. He traveled and
what?
he got fouled. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
All right.
Like I said,
Talk about letting them play.
and I feel like all New Yorkers should know about Spencer Dinwiddie. Right?
And
Whoever-
won.
am I correct on that? That whether you're a Knicks fan or a Nets fan, you should know about Spencer Dinwiddie?
Nah, fuck the Nets. Those cunts.
It has nothing to do with the Nets, and,
Fuck them.
and it's about Spencer Dinwiddie.
Fuck the Mets too. Because they rhyme. Mets,
Let's
Nets,
stop you
Jets.
See, I was gonna stop you there.
You're a Giants fan anyway.
Okay, Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
to finally have
Yeah.
this talk? You want to finally have this
Yeah.
talk?
Yeah.
Let's finally have this talk.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
And my
Yeah.
Giants is still
Go.
my NFC team, right?
Oh.
As they've always been. As they've always been. Right? They're still my NFC team. But they're not
as
my
far-
number one team.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
That has reverted back to the Jets.
Oh, yeah, you went back.
It's been
just,
some time.
just like I predicted. Just like I predicted the day you originally said that you was a Giants fan. I said it won't be long, America. It won't be long before he's back to the Jets.
The reason why there was lack of evidence. The reason why I was no longer a Jets fan, I couldn't find evidence to support anything of it. So it means that it was something that came out and there's no validity to it. I can't find anything to it. And it's also one of those scenarios that if there was validity to it, something would have come up. Things like that don't get exposed or don't get thrown out about. And you don't hear not one player, not one former employee, not one form of anybody that's part of that Jets organization come out and be like, oh yeah, I can go ahead and vouch for this. This is how so-and-so happened. No, actually the opposite has happened. What has happened is that everybody has come out against it. They've come out and defended Woody Johnson. They've come out and said the opposite.
You know what you sound like?
I felt like somebody that is able to change their opinion when they're presented with new information.
You know what you sound like?
What's that?
You say
5-point lead.
you sound like the woman who was fed up and lists every excuse as to why. But in the back of the head, every person she's telling in the back of the head is like, she'll be back.
But
I remember all the stories she told me about how crazy that sex was. She'll be back.
I will tell you this one. There's no kind of amazing sex that would have me go back to crazy exes. There is no amount of crazy sex that would have me go back to crazy exes. No. Crazy exes. Like exes that are violent and I have to put restraining orders out on. No, there's no amount.
We're not going down this path in here
There's-
right
there-
now.
there's no
this
am-
call's being recorded
there's
for
no
quality
amount
show.
of-
We're not going down this path right now
Okay.
in this house.
So like I said,
we're
there's
not
no-
doing that.
So like I said,
We're not doing
there's
that
no
in here.
amount of crazy
Next
sex.
subject. I wasn't doing that for the fact that you would be going back. You know exactly why I did that. We're not going down. Where's the sage? Where's the sage?
Now I didn't say I wouldn't go and have. I would never go back and have sex with any of my exes. There's none of the crazy ones.
Where's the sage? Where's the sage?
And now
Got the
I
sage
have a
to go.
different level of crazy that I call crazy. Like compared to my last one, all my other exes was sane. Like all the other ones were just misunderstood.
Brother, man, all I'm say, when you told me what you had told me, I swear I was this close. She's lucky she was at work that day. I was about to say, yo, get your motherfucking boxing gloves, please.
I got boxing gloves here.
Okay? Because we got to get the straightening.
Oh no, yeah. So like I said, there's nothing that would ever make me go back to a crazy ex. Like,
But neither here nor there.
yeah, exactly.
We done saged the room.
Yeah, but no, what happened? Because to remind people, there were racist and sexist allegations brought on Willie Johnson, right? And based off of and it also came out during the peak of a lot of racial tension going on in America. So I don't know if it came out to be a setup to try to just defame his character and his name, but it came out.
Sound like people just hopping on the wave.
But also remember, he was part of the Republican Party. He remember, that's during the time frame where he had his brother running the team so that he could go over internationally to support Trump's, be part of Trump's office or whatever, or part of Trump's cabinet. So I think that he just caught the shrapnel from that during that era. Like he was like, oh, let's see what we can do.
Oh God, Steph on Luka. I love Steph, but that's barbecue chicken all day.
7-point game. So
y'all better figure out a way to keep Andrew Wiggins or Otto Porter Jr. on Luka.
So that's why I go back to saying that once.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, people getting the ass all over the Knicks, man.
I know, sorry. I gotta vacuum again. I vacuum basically every day.
Yeah, beautiful Knicks, man.
So based off the, like I said, so that's what I said, like lack of evidence, because I gave it time, and I was like, okay, I gave it time, and I gave it research, and I kept on looking, and I kept on looking, and I kept on looking, and then when, like I said, I've always had a suspicion about the people in Phoenix, right? Earl, who came out? I said something about Phoenix recently, the Phoenix owner, Phoenix Suns. Earl Thomas? Not Earl Thomas.
No.
Earl Watson.
Earl Watson, yeah. Watson.
Immediately, right? Not even 60 days later, somebody else came out and confirmed the story. See, things like that can't go. And once that first ball starts rolling, right? There's no way to put that bottle back on.
That's why Phoenix couldn't get back. You can't. I'm telling you, that cargo. Hey.
And again, Chris Paul and them had an opportunity to boycott a game based off of that, and again he missed his opportunity again. So it was based off of that. I had to be logical about it. I couldn't keep condemning them for something that wasn't true. I couldn't if my release from them was because of this. Once I couldn't find any evidence to support it, I couldn't keep standing on the other side of that fence, talking about, oh, I'm not a fan because of this. I'm not. That doesn't exist.
Because then you just look like a weirdo.
Exactly. That doesn't exist. Now, I'm glad I already got rid of all my Jet shit except for like my Darrell Reeves jersey and my jersey and my name. Damn, that's still tied to two people. That's the same person too. It's a Nikki.
Of course, only a Nikki. Only a Nikki.
Like, I'll go back to that. I wouldn't go back, but I'll have sex with that girl with that one. That one. Yeah.
And then,
listen, I would have sex damn near with all my exes. It's not the crazy ones. Like, and because me and most of my exes, we're
how you saging and you out here talking about how you go back to having sex with your exes?
Because we're still in contact. We're good. We're cool people. We just didn't work out. We weren't right for each other at the time. But we all have outstanding personalities, and we're all great people that go.
I love how since you put the sage out, you said way more shit that needs the sage more than the Tom Brady shit.
Well, Tom Brady. Let's keep him out of here. I painted a fool. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh man. Okay. Listen. I'll keep it. These calls are being recorded for quality training purposes. I'm acting up. I'm an asshole.
Oh, listen. QA is about to have a ball.
Oh, listen. I'm telling you right now. As soon as we're done,
listen.
I'm getting a call from HR immediately after
QA and HR are about to see you about the fuck shit.
Yeah. I can see it now. I'm gonna get a call from my superiors. One of my superiors is my niece. I'm gonna get
QA.
Yo,
QA.
She's about to graduate elementary school.
Let me ask you something. Are they doing something for that?
Yeah.
What they doing?
They have a ceremony.
At night or during the day?
Day.
Oh, I was about to say. Because my brother's about to graduate 8th grade on a Wednesday afternoon. I'm like, what kind of shit is this?
Ours is a Friday afternoon. But this is
At least it's a motherfucking Friday.
Yeah.
Them niggas, they gave them niggas middle of the day 8th grade.
Listen, nobody.
I said, yo.
Because listen, middle.
I told my brother, I literally told my brother to his face, yo, your school sucks dick.
You know, I'm gonna tell you what happens here, right?
Your school sucks
and
dick.
And you'll realize it.
They couldn't even give you nighttime. Your school sucks dick.
Middle school is the stepchild of schools. See? As soon as I say it, you're gonna realize it. Nobody give a fuck about you in middle school. Man, hurry take your ass to high school. Like, listen, you're in and out in 3 years. Like, you understand? You put 5 years. You put 5 years in elementary. You put 4 years in high school. You can put 8 to 12 years in college. What the fuck you did in middle school? Finally got your dick sucked.
That would be relevant if motherfuckers wasn't paying what the fuck it was paying to put that little nigga in school. Exactly. That's a different ball game.
Yeah.
Now if you just going to school for free, nigga, fuck you. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm got to tell I'm about to have to talk with my brother now. Like for middle school, you have to take out a private school.
Take him out.
And then put her back in high school because nobody give a fuck about middle school. like let it be public.
Facts. You gotta experience some shit.
Yeah, exactly.
And then in high school, we gotta rein that in. We gotta rein that shit in. Yeah, because now this shit is for real.
Exactly.
Now.
Yeah,
magnet programs, all of that.
Because now you really talking about boys in makeup and fuck shit.
Fuck that. You talking about school, education.
Exactly. Because I'll punch you in your face. Sorry, niece. Like you got a forehead. I'll thump you on your forehead.
all I caught from that is Jackie Chan Adventures, Uncle Jade. What with the 2 fingers to the forehead?
It's actually what I do. I flicker, so it's funny that you say that.
See?
I give them all a flick. It's very useful because you start flicking from the moment they're babies, right? So they always associate the flicks being very painful regardless of how big they get. And it may take them like 15 to 16 years before they realize that the flicks don't hurt anymore.
I'm gonna laugh the day when she realized that them flicks ain't shit. Like, yo, you gonna flick her in the head? You be like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm just if I'm here, I'm going to crack up.
I'm telling you, because it happens to all of them. They all come to the realization at some point, like, yo, this don't even hurt. Like I flick them and they be like, ow. Then they be like, wait, actually. I don't even hurt. I'm like,
no.
Exactly.
I literally said you're going to flick her in the forehead. She's going to sit there and then just slowly turn, look at you like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Nah, flick her again in the forehead.
Like, yo, you fucking loser. You flicking me in the forehead.
I used to break pencils with flicks. My fucking finger used to be so fucking swollen. Oh my god. Oh yeah. We used to be able to break pencils.
Tyler was out here doing curls with the middle finger.
Oh shit. So I definitely know that feed is working. Let's have to go check on a couple of feeds and make sure things are A-okay.
Well, we know now. Now we know how crazy my voice be sounding and shit.
There's still times you still need to project a little better, but you know.
Goddamn. I'm sorry, America. I'm just a soft speaking nigga until you really get me hot. Then it's like Hulk and the Thing combined into one thing and watch your furniture because I'm about to start flipping shit.
Yeah, like in here, like we found the right level, but when we do the public ones, you have to project.
Nigga, you got motherfucking weirdos out here and shit all in public. I probably have to come out there high.
Listen, that's part of the.
I'd probably have to come out there high.
That's part of the law of when you do it.
Because when I'm comfortable, the way you start to you noticed the last time they had one guy out here yelling. I started talking to him like shit. But then again, that happens. Yeah. I'll probably be like Barkley and be like, I'll fuck your mama.
But no, somebody comes up and engages every single podcast. We get somebody that comes up and engages on every show. It's a beautiful thing.
Shout out to the drunkies. Love to see it.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
We got Norm that comes up.
Give me my drop.
I
haven't heard my drop.
Oh shit. I gotta go find your drop. It's been a minute.
Damn, you put my drop in the archives?
No, it just wasn't up. I guess that's technically in the archives.
That's fucked up.
Listen, man,
that's fucked up.
Wait,
my drop is so equivalent to so many things.
You are right about that.
Basketball, NBA playoffs with fans in the stands. Love to see it. Warriors back in the playoffs. Love to see it. Heat fans celebrating that their team's in the conference finals. Love to see it. Their team getting their ass whooped after a lot of fans were talking that smack and having the nerve to ask, is Jimmy Butler, what does Jason Tatum need to do to be on Jimmy Butler's? I said, hey, yo, what? What type of stupid ass question is that?
Wait, what was the question?
Somebody asked, the question was, can Jason Tatum get on Jimmy Butler's level? I said, hey, wait.
Can Jason Tatum get on Jimmy Butler's level?
I said, wait, time out. Time out. I said, wait. I love Jimmy. I love this guy. I really, really do. When he was the number one option in Chicago, them niggas weren't going nowhere. They weren't going nowhere. They weren't no championship team. They weren't no threat. Minnesota, please. They weren't going no fucking where. Philly, he was a third option. This is the first time that the combination of the two is here. Because I tried to break this down to somebody, and they tried to act like I was blasphemous. Like, yo, what happened in Chicago? I'm like, you're not hearing me. This is the first time that Jimmy is not only a number one option, but on a championship team since he's been to Miami. First time. The combination of the two. He's been on championship teams, but not as the number one option. He's been on a number one option, but not on a championship team. This is the first time we see that sample.
He wasn't never during the injury times of Derrick Rose. He never wasn't.
That wasn't a championship team. That was not a championship team.
Those were teams that were.
That was not a championship team. It was not. They were the cute team that could give you a run for your money if you want to slip.
Speaking of slipping, the Golden State Warriors just took the lead off of a Jordan Poole three-pointer.
It's what they do. Did you really expect that the Mavericks was going to hold that lead down?
What did I come off in the podcast saying? And you notice I never changed my position. I think Luka is in trouble. Or Dallas is in trouble.
Listen.
I don't believe they're going to beat... I think this is going to be a gentleman's sweep.
Listen, it's going to be Jokic all over again.
I
it's
believe...
going to be Jokic because it's going to be the same game plan. Make him work for his buckets. Make him play defense.
And now
that's it.
And the thing that's actually better than Jokic is that you have a lot more perimeter player guys that you can put on Luka than you could have put on Jokic.
That's why I say I'm not even watching Luka because I know at the end of the day Luka's still gonna find a way to do Luka. It's the other niggas I'm watching. It's the Dinwiddies. It's the Brunsons, the Finney Smiths, the big men. I'm watching y'all niggas.
The Frank Ntilikina,
because
the Trey Burks.
Because listen, you're an
NBA.
Because at the end of the day, you're an NBA player. You're a nigga that if you go into a regular gym, you can drop 40 on anybody's head.
Word. Looney.
Easily.
Dunk.
So it's like, all right, they worried about this dude. You gonna have one-on-one matchups. What you finna do? What you about to do? What are you about to do about it? They leaving you on an island because
Lane kicks it, 3-pointer to Bullock. Oof.
I was just about to say, if you got to make that. That's right in the shoot. That's right in the shooter's pocket. But you got to make that.
But I was about to say, you see Reggie Bullock having a much better shooting game this game, and you see them being a whole lot closer, because Reggie Bullock becomes a whole lot better asset because he's a great defender, right? He's already a great defender, and having him on the court as a having him on the court as a defender, right, was one reason why I have him. But when he's hitting that 3-point shot, that makes him even deadly. He can't take you off the dribble, but he can stand still and hit those shots.
Man, I remember when people were talking about Jordan Poole before the playoffs started. I was like, listen, the young fella nice, but I gotta see it in the post.
You're changing your position when presented with new evidence?
Young fella got it. Young fella got it.
Not for nothing.
But the not for nothing is like
we've been eyeing him all year,
right?
Because
here's the thing though. What the only if I really wanted to be that
Oh.
guy,
Okay.
here's the thing. If I still wanted to really be that guy, it's like, come on, y'all boys. Is he really the number? We know who number one option is.
Well, duh. Well, no, of course. No, but
it is, but you know.
But I'm gonna tell you this.
But listen. What it is now is you don't go play Golden State and just say, how do we stop Steph and Clay? It's how do we stop Steph, Clay, and Poole?
Exactly. You know what I just thought about?
On top of Draymond too, with his playmaking and stuff.
It's like when James Harden was coming off the bench in Oklahoma City.
But eventually.
So he may not be there yet, right? Right now.
Eventually, a decision's going to have to be made.
Let's hope this is when. Let's see if they choose winning and culture over getting paid.
It'll be, because you know why?
For Golden State, I think people make that sacrifice in Golden State.
You want to know why? You want to know why you don't get that excuse in terms of, like, you know, think about other. Steph Curry come off the injury and he was coming off the bench for a full entire series.
I let Poole cook, but not only that, let him gain confidence.
Let him.
Like, think about that.
Came off the
Like-
bench.
like-
What superstar?
Look at him. Let him gain that. Let him get. See, I'm glad we're saying
Somebody. I wish somebody would ever come look me in my face and tell me Steph. When I hear Skip Bayless talk about how Steph be showboating and stuff like that, like, so you want to talk about when he wants to show out, but you didn't mention none of the times where he was coming off the bench, coming off that injury, multiple, literally entire series coming off the bench to let the young fella cook. You don't mention that, but you go out your way to talk about when he's kicking ass and shit like that.
And realize, not just let the young fella cook. What we saw then, right? Or basically what we're seeing now in this very moment from Jordan Poole is the culmination of what happened then when they benched him. Or when they benched, Steph. Right? I let Steph go on the bench. You weren't just allowing Steph to get his rest. You weren't just breaking up the rhythm and the flow that the team had. He was gaining the confidence he was going to need now to know that, yo, I can do this in these moments. I can do this in the playoffs. I can do this against these guys. Granted, with the people I got with me, right?
Oh, he got guns to the left and right. So.
And get 22, get 31, get 28.
Word.
You got to go Sonochi.
Oh, listen, you know I'm
11:09.
you know I'm gearing up. You know I'm gearing up.
I got you.
The boss says it's time to go.
I got you.
The boss says it's time to go, and if anybody want to check me on that, hey, feel free to come see me. I'm like Mark Ingram outside the bank. About that. Whoop, whoop.
Big trust.
1, 2, lights out.
Pimpette. Pleasure seeing you again.
Good to see you too.
Oh, KJ, you can call out too. You
No,
got the hotline?
I had to give it a Podbean. That shit was literally taking up 15 gigs on my phone. Had to get rid of it. Had to.
I think I have it on my phone. I don't even use it on my phone.
Got to save space until I get a new phone with some real storage. No more Podbean.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll give you the extension. Start calling in through Instagram then.
Copy.
All right. Alrighty, so let's see, where were we at? KJ just left the building, folks. I always appreciate KJ when he gets a chance to come through. Yeah, we missed KJ, man. It's been a while. It's been a while since KJ popped up on the podcast. But back to this Luka talk that we was talking about, right? Like I was saying, is that I'm really glad I wanted to mention this, right? And I mentioned this I mentioned this in the beginning of the podcast during the intro. I mentioned it again during the middle of the podcast because I wanted to make sure that I was said. But before this game goes any further, I think that Luka's in trouble. I think the Dallas Mavericks in trouble. I honestly see you guys are gonna be shocked by the last 30 minutes of this podcast because I am gonna say some shit that's gonna blow your motherfucking mind. and it's not about the Golden State stuff, right? Like that this is gonna this I think this is more of a given. I think Luka's in trouble. I think the Dallas Mavericks, they may be a little bit over their head at this time. I started talking about this on Monday and Wednesday, and I just don't. When it comes to guarding Luka, I think they'll have an easier time guarding Luka than they would have had with Jokic. You have more options to put on him, and part of those options can still be Draymond Green doing his thing. But on top of Draymond Green, like I said, you get Andre Iguodala at times when he's not injured. You're gonna get Andrew Wiggins. You're gonna get Lee when it's sized right. You're gonna get Otis Porter, who we just seen drive to the lane and make a bucket. Depending on the right possession, like I said, you'll get Looney on him as well. And if he isn't engaging at the time, then you just have Looney leaning on him. So let's see. Right now, you see they have Andrew Wiggins guarding him, and Andrew Wiggins picks him up immediately. Luka picks him up basically full court. Luka Doncic immediately gets the ball out of his hand and pushes the ball up. Let's see. That ball gets pushed up. We get swung around to Spencer Dinwiddie. He gets it over to. Sorry, Reggie Bullock. They get it over to Reggie Bullock. He looked like he drew a foul, but it wasn't the foul I was looking at. He came up like he was injured. I don't know if he hurt his hammy or something. Goes to the free throw line and he makes his first shot. But yeah, I just thought they had just a couple of too many weapons to be able to throw at him, and even when they make these runs, it's gonna be, can you sustain these runs? When you go up, can you sustain your lead? And we're seeing this right now. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Golden State Warriors have a 7-point lead. Even as they have Reggie Bullock going to the line. You see, they got Jordan Poole in there. He's running point. They got Otis Porter in there. They got Looney in there. Who else is on the court? They have Wiggins and Lee. So you got no Clay, you got no Steph, you have no Draymond. Oh shit! And Lee just got clothesline on a 3-point shot. Not Lee, but Poole got clothesline on a 3-point shot. He got clothesline by Reggie Bullock. They're gonna review that shit. Okay, he didn't get clothesline. There's no need to review it. He didn't get clothesline. It looked like he got clothesline by the way he fell. Jordan Poole got 16 points on 7 for 10 shooting. He goes to the line and goes to the free throw line and makes his first. Reggie Bullock just kind of caught him with the body as he went by him. For the Golden State Warriors and the Dallas Mavericks, I have a sneaky suspicion it's probably going to be a gentleman's sweep. This is going to go 5 games and that's about it. Like I said, KJ said something that I didn't even really think about in depth until he said it, and then once he said it, then obviously like the wave of thought flushed in, right? And you realize that Stephen Curry's early sit-in, right, was not just to recover, not just to not break up the flow, but you realize the kind of confidence that it instills in a young player like Jordan Poole, or in a young player that you're also trying to bring up, so that they can get that confidence to be able to perform and produce in these high moments, in these high pressure moments. Jordan Poole is somebody we've kept an eye on all year. Remember Stephen Curry, he just picked up a foul, blitzing Luka, bumped him into the shoulder. 8-point lead by Golden State Warriors. Remember, he's a guy that we've looked into all year, and part of the reason for it is because Stephen Curry gave him an endorsement beginning of the season. All right, he took it humbly, but also he took it to heart. And this whole entire season, he's been playing. This whole entire season, he's been improving and getting better, and we're seeing it now. He's a guy that, like KJ said, that you have to now prepare for when you go play Golden State. It isn't just prepare for Steph and Clay and maybe even Draymond. It's prepare for Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Jordan Poole. Like, he is somebody that is now officially on the scouting report. He's somebody that's officially now in the coach's plan. Or points of emphasis, I should say. Yeah, I see. I possibly had. I really believe this is going to be a 5-game series, and we're going to go back to Golden State. And the Golden State is going to go back. So go back to the championship. Go back to the NBA Finals. Now, this is the part that you guys may want to be seated for. I recently may have come to the conclusion that this may be Boston's year. And if it's not their year, then it's definitely their year to come out the East. And I'm looking at their journey. And that's kind of what convinced me. I've been looking at this Boston and Miami series, and I really haven't had really couldn't determine who I wanted to win. I think I made a sentimental pick and I really went for Miami. I picked Miami based on just a simple fact that I want my friends down here to be able to enjoy their team being in the East, being in the finals, and have a whole bunch of them go and share that energy with me, right? Like I said, this Miami team doesn't really have anybody that I dislike. I just don't like the Miami Heat. So ultimately, all of their players are my enemy. Right? That cherry right there, that could be for you. If you guys want to come and join the show at any point in time, you guys just let me know, and we can always get you guys on the show. Whether we're recording here, we're recording at Sharky's, or you just want to call it. I didn't. So that's really like the only reason why I was even going for Miami, was just to want to be closer to the energy of the NBA Finals and get direct contact from the fan base that their team is actually in the final. Direct contact. Because Stephen Curry, Stephen Curry drives to the lane. It bounces off of the back of the rim about 4 times before it goes in. Look at it. He drives by Jalen Brunson, gets it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think bounced like 6 times off the rim actually. This game is 107-98 Golden State Warriors. That said, it also could just be too soon for the Dallas Mavericks, right? And maybe that's why a lot of people maybe compare it to the year that LeBron James, the first year that LeBron James had faced San Antonio. It could just be too soon for him to advance, and he's going up against a team right now that knows how to advance and knows how to play and close out games more than anything else. Now, back to the astonishing thing. Like I said, this is going to be the portion that you guys are going to want to sit down for. I'm looking at Miami and Boston, and I really feel that this may be Boston's year. I realized the opponents that they beat, and it started hitting me. Okay, in the first round, you sweep, not just beat, but you sweep. Golden State Warrior gets an offensive rebound after a missed 3 by Andrew Wiggins, gets it out to Clay, and Clay makes his 3-point shot, and the Warriors are up by 10, 100-110. 4.5 minutes left to go. Fourth quarter, game 2 of the 7-game series, Western Conference Finals, Western Conference Championship, which they now have an MVP for. So whoever wins the Western Conference MVP, they get that Magic trophy now, right? I think for the West, it's named after Magic, and for the East, it's named after Larry Bird. And the overall one, I think, is named after Bill Russell, or something like that. The All-Star game is named after Kobe, right? Klay Thompson. Ooh. So I wonder if for the... Like, if you're coming out with awards, right?
maybe you start coming. Maybe you come out with like a two-way player award, right? And you give it to like the best offensive and defensive player, right? Like the person that has the best offensive and defensive rating, like probably like what Jimmy Butler may get, and you give him the Jordan Award. Ooh. Or is Jordan already the slam dunk award? I don't know what award does Jordan get? Because you see them, and you realize that part of this is to take care of the people in history and also continue to recognize the people in history and also continue to give out hardware and build up accolades, right, for some of these individuals. Because now we're gonna count a stat, right, or count an accomplishment that it's weird. We're gonna start counting an accomplishment that not even LeBron James really even had an opportunity to qualify for. So later on down the road, when there's the next player, that the next GOAT of their era, and they start comparing that person to LeBron James, somebody's gonna come out and say, well, they have so and so Larry Bird awards, right? Eastern Conference champions, Eastern Conference MVPs. No, they have so many Magic awards, so many Western Conference MVP titles over so and so. And then, that person's going to end up coming back retorting like, yo, that award wasn't even there when he was there. But you tell me you don't think that all them years that LeBron James was going to the championship, he went 10 times, 12 times, that he wasn't the MVP of the conference that year in New String. Like, he's going to hit you with that shit. Prepare for it. Prepare for that argument. It's like I'm slowly preparing that Boston is definitely probably going to win. Definitely, probably. Boston is probably definitely going to win. I'm so iffy on it. But Boston is definitely going to... definitely going to win. Either one. I have a super strong feeling, right? Stronger than I think they're not gonna make it. I think I'm officially teetered to enough of a percentage, even if it's say 51, right? But I think I've teetered enough in a percentage to say that I think Boston is gonna win, and this isn't, and I don't want to say it isn't just because of how they beat Miami. It's about them beating Miami, and you look at it, and it made me flash back to their journey through the Eastern Conference. First sweeping the Brooklyn Nets, right? Sweeping. Not once, for love for my island people, them, right? Complete full love. Didn't give a fuck. Not one game even won. And this is a team that has... Adele's starting to gain weight again. This is a team that had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving... I was about to say Ben Simmons. Well, Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving on it. And they swept them. Right? A Brooklyn Nets team that was one of the two favorites to win an NBA championship this year. Then they beat the Milwaukee Bucks. The team that has the latest person, not the most recent, but the person right before that that was the two-time MVP and Giannis Antetokounmpo. They played the team that had just won a championship the year before, and they beat them. Granted, that team didn't have Chris Middleton. These things happen when it comes to your playoff runs, right? Sorry. Had to get that shit out of here. Now they come up against the Miami Heat. And the Miami Heat is no joke, right? They have pedigree and they have culture. And they're also... Stephen Curry takes another drive to the lane and makes another layup.
people don't give Stephen Curry enough credit sometimes for his dribble, drive, and making it the basket ability. Like, he is nice with it. Did Draymond Green just foul out with 2 minutes left to go? I missed the play that happened like that. Draymond Green fouled out. I got jump cut. And when it cut forward, Draymond Green was out. Let's see. Stephen Curry. They called him. Okay, so on that shot that Stephen Curry made, they hit him with an over the back call. That's what it looked like. Is that where the foul was at? Yep. Nope. Shit. Nope. Actually, right after that play, they inbound the ball to Luke, and he tried to steal the ball from Luke, and it's completely fouled him. We got about 10 minutes left in the podcast, so let's go ahead and finish talking about this, right? The Miami Heat are no joke either. When you're talking about them as a team, I just told you that they played the Brooklyn Nets and swept them, and they were a team that they were one of the two favorites to win an NBA championship. Stephen Curry just did something incredible. I think he just drew a foul and made a shot. See him on the floor, bumping his chest. Scoreboard just went up by 2. Let's see, dribble has Reggie Bullock on him. Drives to the lane, does a layup. There's a little swinger switcheroo. They called that foul on Luka. He's on the ground and beating up the chest. 1 time. 2 times. 3 times because I'm number 30. And go about his business. His business. Luka Doncic tonight, 42 points. Goddamn, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Stephen Curry, 29 points. As we see, Jalen Brunson drives to the lane. He gets an easy basket. Did he get fouled? He picked up a foul as well. 1:58 left to go in the game. 7-point game. Fouled by Steph as well. Yep, got him good. Right, so first Boston Celtics beat them, and then like I said, the Milwaukee Bucks were the champions. They just won a championship last year. And granted, we thought a good portion of the year that Milwaukee Bucks were being disrespected, and who knows what that series looks like if Chris Middleton is in it, but you only could play who's out there, and you only could play who's in front of you. And that's who the Boston Celtics took. Who the Boston Celtics took out of the playoffs. After game 1, they adjusted to their physicality, and once they adjusted to their physicality, it was basically all Boston. You could say kind of a similar thing happened in this series so far. We see in Miami. Boston came into this series shorthanded. No Al Horford, no Marcus Smart. They lost 2 of their more physical players. Stephen Curry pump faked Luka Doncic out of his shoes from like the logo, just so he could take 2-3 steps in and make another shot as he blows by him. And Luka Doncic didn't even try to make another attempt at that. And Jordan Poole gambling on Luka leaves Reggie Bullock open of all people. Reggie Bullock hits a wide open 3. It's still a 7-point game with 45 seconds left to go. They're doubling Steph. Steph gets out the double. They're swinging the ball. They get the ball now over to Jordan Poole's hand, and he now gets the ball. And now Reggie Bullock fouls Jordan Poole with just about 42 seconds left to go in the game. How much time do we have left on the podcast? We got about 6 minutes left. So the teams that the Boston Celtics are going through are no joke, right? Every single series is a different test. And then, I like the Milwaukee series. They lost this first game. And you could say that it was due to their physicality. But then second game comes back and they get their 2 bruisers. They get Al Horford. They get Marcus Smart back, and it now you see that okay, while the rest of the team has adjusted to your physicality, these guys come out and be naturally physical and just be their natural selves. And there was a headbutt between Stephen Curry and Reggie Bullock that drew blood on Reggie. Yeah, they put some Vaseline or whatever on it. That little, what is it called? Petroleum coagulant stuff, and they'll stop the bleeding pretty soon. We have Jordan Poole at the free throw line. He makes his first free throw. He's a career 88.5 for this. He's a career 88.5 free throw shooter. This season he shot 92.5. 36.2 seconds left. Golden State Warriors up by 9. So I'm looking at the quality of opponents that they have to go through. And if they make it through Miami, which we're going to see what kind of counter punches Miami has for them. I never thought that I would say that you would need that this team will be missing Kyle Lowry, but I think they're missing Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is their Marcus Smart, right? He's a guy that's gonna make the right defensive plays, the right defensive reads. He's vocal offensively. He makes the offensively he's vocal, things like that. Does the little dirty work plays that usually helps turn the tides, for your team, or usually to help or usually makes the play that helps turn over a possession or the right play at a crucial time. Still not a big fan of him, but he does have a lot of those same Marcus Smart qualities. And you may need him so that him and Marcus Smart can both pester each other in and out of the game. I think that's what you're gonna need, because without it, then this is what Boston has now, and the way that they've adjusted every single series to how that team has been playing now, to whatever physicality, non-physicality, finesse play. Like they've had the strategy every single time to fully counterpunch and not just counterpunch their opponent, counterpunch their opponent with such a blow that it puts them on the mat, and they have to use the full 8 count before stepping forward and confirming with the ref that they can still go. And then even then they over there with baby deer legs. So I'm curious now about Boston, because Boston looks like, as much as Miami, I feel like Miami is the feel-good story here, I think, right? Jimmy Butler, Miami, Eric Spoelstra, the blue collar, the hard workers. They kind of feel like the Detroit Pistons a little bit, right? But the Boston Celtics team, they have the Tatum and the Al Horfords and the Marcus Smart and the Jaylen Brown. And for Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, and Jason Tatum, they've all been all-stars in some kind of way, right? Either all-star teams, first, second, or third teams, defensive teams, things like that. All three of them have had those accomplishments, and they've been going through this crucible of trying to make it through the top of the Eastern Conference since day one, since Jason Tatum's rookie season, since Jaylen Brown's rookie season. They've been consistently here, banging their head against the wall. They've had leaders like Kawhi, like they've had leaders like Isaiah Thomas, like Kyrie Irving, like who else am I thinking of? Kemba Walker. They've had great leaders to help mentor those young guys, right? But now you're starting to see them
being able to do things a little bit now on their own. And Golden State Warriors 14-1 record after leading 0-2. Obviously, we know the only time they've lost a series after leading 0-2. Golden State Warriors just took this game 126-117. You see Draymond Green talking a whole lot of shit. Boston is very interesting to me based off of what they're doing and who they may be doing this through. First, we're talking about Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Next, we're talking about the defending champions. Next, you're talking about the team that was just playing for a championship 2 years ago. So you beat the team that was playing it for it last year, and now you're about to beat the team won it last year, and then you go against the team that was playing for it 2 years ago. These are some very highly decorated winning individuals and teams they are beating and they're going up against. And if they can do that and make it to the Crucible and then get the Golden State Warriors, I can't say that they don't have a chance. But we're about to end the podcast right here. We'll see you guys on Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Continue to catch a wave that never subsides. Can you skirt me? So basically what I'm trying to say, ayo, DJ MyT, do me a favor. Play my outro so that I can stop rambling.
Sorry, B. I tried.
Then I go to work at 6 in the morning.
Honest. All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained. No lag, no lag. Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live. Always knew I'd take the pod there. Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers. Well, maybe not the last. Munchkin got good mic skills. New, improved MyT Podcaster.
Oh, what the hell?
Potted down now. Last call for drinks. Bars closing. Sun's out. Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't wanna go far. Wild night. Tired, B. Tired. MyT
Sports. I'm watching some foundation makeup shit. Surprised. Fucking witches out here tricking us and shit. Dope jogging. How about it? Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate you. I'll see you back again on Monday. Same time. 8:07-ish p.m. We do another show. We'll see what these playoffs are looking like. How many games they could probably... We're only going to probably get like one more game. Some games on... A game on Saturday. Another game on Sunday. That's it. We're going to get some WNBA and some shit. I forgot what they said with that schedule. We're going to get 2 games on one day? We're going to get nothing on one day of the weekend? They better not do that shit. But like, oh, we're gonna get 2 games on Sunday. And then next thing you know, no game on Monday, then a game on Tuesday, and a game on Wednesday. They probably would. Fucking assholes. Let's get out of here before we get ourselves in trouble. It's okay. Who am I still recording with? Podbean, let's get out of you.